Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome.
To the depths of hell.
I'm kidding, but good evening everybody. Welcome to my early afternoon streams. As you guys can see, we are in the deepest circle of hell because you guys know what time it is. Well, I'm still trapped in hell, but I'm in the underground. Uh, why do you have duck? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Lance Katakuri, welcome in. The reason why, yeah, this is my friend Duck. So, funny story. Before heading into this abyss that is 1,008 pages of Cinder's Google Doc, I went to the Neon Palm Plaza and I found this duck. And I gave him some breadcrumbs from one of my burgers. And yeah, he liked the breadcrumbs so much, and he decided to come with me, and he's keeping me company, and he's resting on my head, so that I do not lose my sanity. So hey, say hello to Duck, chat. Yeah, his name is Duck. You know what, Chad? Look at him, Chad. Look at Duck. Look at him, chat. Look at him. He's beautiful. Yeah, I know my ADHD got the better of me, but what can I say? At the very least, it's good to have some company while reading all of this Google Docs. And there is a question that has been circulating. A friend of mine asked me the other day, "Hey, what the fuck were you doing on a Friday? Why were you reading like thousands of pages from Google Docs?" Well, one, I was genuinely curious as to what I was gonna read, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh yeah, Cinder put 1,008 pages of Google Docs," and I was like, "There's no way." I actually looked at it. Yeah, it's 1,008 pages. I thought they were joking. Secondly, the moment that a lot of people were saying, "Oh, nobody's gonna read all of that," I was like, "Are you challenging me?" So honestly, this thing that I'm doing, reading all of the pages on the Google Docs, I see it as a challenge, honestly, at this point. Well, not only am I reading the pages, but I'm also giving my own insight to the whole situation. A friend of mine jokingly said that, "Oh, this is your detective arc." I'm not a detective. I'm just a professional idiot. But you guys know me. And as to why the hell am I torturing myself by doing this? Well, yes. The answer is yes. And whenever you're doing a challenge, that's the equivalent of torturing yourself pretty much these days. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That is the reason as to why am I reading all of this to begin with, because I see it as a challenge. People were saying, "Yeah, you're not going to read all of that," and it kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I literally said to myself, "You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that one motherfucker, since nobody has the balls to do it. I'm going to be that one motherfucker to read the entire Google Doc on stream." So yeah, I'm doing that right now. But we already ran out of time for yapping, so I'm just gonna go to my little corner. Same as always. And let me adjust everything for you lovely people at home. Kolapika. There we go. Production. Give me the pages. Give me the sweet, sweet Google Doc. And by sweet, I mean the torturous Google Doc. Thank you. Boricua620, welcome in. You're just in time. We're going to be reading Cinder's 1,008 page Google Doc. Well, at least part of it. Last time we read 19 pages. So a quick recap on what we did last time we read this whole document. We read this part. All of this we already read. We already read this part, which was redacted, which again, in my opinion, is her manager. And personally, I think redacted is worse than Cinder, but that's just my opinion. We did manage to read Cinder's first apology, and we managed to read all of this. Just irrelevant stuff that doesn't have to do with anything for the apologies. It's just her saying, "Oh, cosplay this and cosplay that." her saying that apparently all of this that she listed in her apology is not true, which honestly it kind of left me a little salty. I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly, why would you mention this in your apology if it's not true? Like, it's stupid. And remember this guy, chat, because he's gonna be very important. This motherfucker right here called Redacted, aka Red. Take everything he says with a grain of salt. Honestly, I feel like he's infinitely worse than Cinder. And of course, last time we also read the entirety of Nano's document, in which Nano explains all of this shit that's been happening, you know, the way that Red has been communicating with her and stuff. TLDR, after rereading all of this document, I still do not like Red. I think that Red's approach in all of this was passive aggressive, and I hated every second of it. I really do not like Cinder's manager. I think he's worse than Cinder. But today, this is where we at. Today we are currently in this page, which is a whole document, which is an entire section about Nanoless. And believe you guys me, we still have a long way to go. And Nanoless's section alone is 228 pages of information that is probably useless. But we're gonna read it anyways, because I did say that we were gonna read it. So we're gonna do just that. Let us begin. Jesus. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. Like 200 pages just for one individual. And we're not even at the end either. If you guys thought that, you know, I was gonna let this go, oh hell no. I said I'm gonna stream the shit out of this. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna do it. Nobody's gonna stop me. Well, except Cinder if she says to stop, but you know, I know that's not gonna happen. I know that's probably not gonna happen. So this is the announcement that Nanoless, which is a person, a VTuber artist. She makes VTuber artists a lot. It is one of the pricier models though, so don't expect to get one of her models for dirt cheap. So this is what she said, what Nano said on her Twitter post. Hello, I'm here to share something that has affected me personally and hurts others. This was very hard for me, but I feel it is necessary. Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf. This is all I want to say. Which again, this is her placing the Nano document. Well, this is her placing her document for us to read, which we already read on the last Cinder stream, to be honest. Now we're gonna read all of this. Literally all of this. Alright, let's see what we got. Nano's document claimed both Red and I manipulated, used, and dragged her into drama, while slandering multiple VTubers, including our friends. These claims were the basis for everything else publicly released afterwards. Documents from half a dozen people and many others tweeting their grievances with me. It all hinged on Nano's document being posted and its validity. Time to grab popcorn. Oh yeah, guys, buckle your seatbelts, grab some popcorn, and get your drinks because we're gonna be 4 hours stuck here. You guys are gonna be stuck here for the next 4 hours. My God. When I wrote my apology, I said I was not fully aware of the extent of Red's manipulation over Nano's commission decisions, which, you know, it actually happened. When I wrote this poorly worded sentence, I hadn't seen any of these DMs. I was in a panic and I didn't think Nano would be lying about anything. But now that I've read Red's DMs myself, I can say that Nano was not manipulated, abused, lied to, mistreated, expected to take action over any drama she was told about, or incapable of making her own decisions regarding her commissions and clientele. Which, a counter argument, because on the Nano document, we saw how Red was using a passive-aggressive language, and him telling Nano to specifically cancel Bao's character model, which honestly, pretty scummy move. She was never forced to do or not do anything. Again, counter argument, Red was pretty much pressuring her to do so. has always been in control of her own choices and always had the ability to say no. She was met with understanding and faced no repercussions professionally or personally from either of us when she did. Nano's messages with Red were deceitfully presented to push a narrative that never happened. I don't believe Nano ever showed the full context of her messages with Red to my friends. Her claims were backed by Shy Lily, and I believe they were misled into blindly supporting her. Nano was a close friend who we respected, okay, and was a massive part of my own success. I've only ever praised her privately and publicly. There was nothing she could do for me to hold anything against her or choose to stop working with her. Red and I always encouraged Nano to do what was best for her, not us. Red, who also handled our plans with her, made sure to work around her schedule, push project backs if she needed more time on them or to take a break, and give her first priority on projects she was interested in. He trusted her, and the extent he lied to her about the other people involved was in telling his or her own genuine thoughts, observations, and experiences with them as he knew them. The same way my accusers did to the public with how they assume how Red and I have been operated together. Now, here's the thing about both manager and VTuber. Honestly, I am a person that loves to separate manager from VTuber because you can be a solid VTuber but have a terrible ass manager. And honestly, I still feel like she could have gotten a better manager because honestly, this is a manager. This is a person that represents you, the VTuber. So if you find a manager that is pretty much telling you, hey, we see this person as competition, cancel their VTuber model. It's like, dude, that's not only scummy for you, but that also makes you look bad as a VTuber in the VTuber community. Because you're gonna be known as the guy who has the shitty manager. Like, you could be a good person, sure, but if your manager is bad, you're fucked. That is the reason why I don't have a manager, chat. Literally the reason why. The claim that Red and I worked to sabotage projects Nano had is a lie, which again, counter argument, his passive-aggressive language was shown in full display. Actually, let me show you guys the passive-aggressive language that I mean, so that you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, look at this. So, look at what he says. Bao has been getting on our nerves for a while. She hijacked our YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that we work with. We've gotten to know her better with being friends and with her, but she really rubs us the wrong way with the things she does. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artist from her, since she's already taken our editor. Amen, independence? Yeah, facts. So you guys see, okay, with that sentence alone, do you guys see how passive aggressive his language is? Like, are you guys seen this? This is your manager, Cinder. This is your manager, by the way. Your partner, as you state. So, and then in these ones, he wants to make an exclusivity deal with Nano over here, and he's constantly telling her to see if he can cancel Bao's model, you know, which is horrible. Yeah, it's true, Boricua, it's true. It's completely horrible, and honestly, I feel that I feel like an artist. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Did you cancel any models? I did not. Nano arc delayed to 2026. I'm scared to cancel with Bao. You shouldn't be. She has so many connections. She'll find someone super fast. Do you see what I mean? You didn't force her, yet here's your manager pretty much encouraging her to do so. What the fuck? Like, is it one thing or is it the other? Make up your mind. So we already read this part, and the fact that he lied. So yeah, that actually happened. Yeah, that's how it is, Boricua. That's literally how it is. Okay, let's keep reading because I know that there's a lot of shit here to read, and yeah, we still got a lot of pages to go. The claim that Red and I worked to sabotage projects Nano had is a lie, which again, counter-argument. We both would praise her for the work she did for other people, and I've always celebrated and supported new Nano siblings when they debut. Even if Red was really asking Nano to cancel every model she had, it was ultimately still her choice to do it or not. But all the blame for her actions was somehow put on me. When, okay, truthfully, the blame should have not been put on you, Cinder. It should have been put on your manager for his poor choice of words. This is what I mean when I say that Cinder's manager is infinitely worse than her. At least in terms of communication. And the fact that the manager used words like we and us, as it's as if he was speaking for her, which again, for a manager, very unprofessional. Very unprofessional behavior. There were only 4 people Red ever explicitly asked Nano not to work with, which again, now you're just counter argumenting yourself, because you're saying, okay, the claim that Red and I worked to sabotage people's projects Nano had is a lie. But then this phrase over here contradicts that. There were only 4 people Red ever explicitly asked Nano not to work with. Like, this phrasing right here and this phrasing right here, they just counteract each other. What the fuck? Chat, we're not even a lot of pages in. This is only the 2nd page of Nano's document, and we're already seeing a lot of lies here being spread. We're already seeing a bunch of spaghetti code. With her agreeing not to. The first was spite at the start of 2023. Just exposing themselves. Yeah, that's literally what they're doing. They're exposing themselves. Well, in this case, they're exposing Red, but, you know. Again, I like to separate VTuber from manager, and yeah, Red had a... yeah, Red ruined her reputation pretty badly. Red asked Nano himself, and he told me about it after. I lied about knowing this in my apology, since it was never mentioned in Nano or Spite's documents. Bao, Cotton, and Silverveil were all part of their exclusivity deal in January of 2025. Yeep. And each for Red's own reasons. I was only ever aware of and in agreement of asking Nano not to work with Cinder anymore, which again can be extremely toxic if you're part of the VTuber community, because the point about the VTuber community is to make connections, not make walls. You want to make bridges, not barriers. Red never told me about the other 2. I am not guilty of him using his free will to push his own agenda and express his own feelings to Nano, but I understand that as my manager, everything he said to her or anything else is my responsibility, whether I knew it or not. She said it herself. Chat, she said it herself. She literally said it herself. I am not guilty of him using his free will to push his own agenda and express his own feelings. In other words, what this is telling us is that technically she knew about it, but she didn't do anything to stop him. But I understand that as my manager, everything he said to her or anything else is my responsibility, whether I knew about it or not. Now, this is the dangers of having a terrible manager. Because the moment that that manager speaks for you, and you do not know about it, you're fucked. That's literally how it is. If you don't know about it, you're screwed. You're severely screwed. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're fucked. People are gonna be like, oh, that's your manager. It's your responsibility. Take fucking responsibility. Even though half of it was not even your fault. It was your manager's fault. Again, this is one of the many reasons why I don't have a manager, chat. This is literally one of the many reasons why. Although they were friends, it was unprofessional of him to talk gossip and work interchangeably. From a manager standpoint, I do agree with this. That type of behavior is extremely unprofessional because, again, you are working with someone here that is going to make you're working with someone here that is going to be making your models, and you have to understand that as an artist, you're not gonna have just a single client. You're gonna have a lot of clientele, which is that is the point of an artist. Like, no artist is exclusive to anyone, you know? What if I wanted to be a VTuber artist and then someone approached me and said to me, hey, cancel this person's model because I want to make an exclusivity deal with you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna block them immediately. I'm not gonna make a 2008 page Google Doc, but I will say this is my experience with this person. This is how uncomfortable I feel, and this is just a bit of a warning to you guys, you know, because this is unprofessional. This is absolutely horrible. And again, no artist should be limited to just working with one individual. Like, you're gonna have a lot of clientele. We've worked with Nano for 4 years. She's an incredible artist who I've treasured working alongside her for my entire career. I put my faith in her at the start when we were both much smaller creators. She saved me from a year-long struggle to get my first model, and she's been with me every step of my journey since. I wanted Nano to be a part of anything she could, and chose to make her artwork the backbone of my brand. I love and appreciate every single thing she's done for me, and I'm proud of everything I've been able to do for her. In April, I believe Nano found herself in a situation she couldn't back out of, and then chose to do what would result in the most beneficial outcome for herself. Hide the truth. Oh yeah, what's the truth? I wanna give me the scoop. I want all the documents on the table. Below are a large portion of Nano's DMs with Red and I over the past 2.5 years that show any situations brought up in Nano's document in full context. Show the relationship we had with her, how she felt about us, and other people involved in everything. And any other relevant conversations that weren't included in what was posted to the public. I've also included some of my own messages with her and some messages with other people. Some of these DMs are repeated, including the following sections in this document. Nano's profile picture is different in some of these screenshots because of them being taken at different times through making this document. So as she stated in other documents, things that are with a red border are pretty much taken from another document. The orange border are important. Again, why did you have to choose orange? That's the worst color ever. Dates and important messages are gonna appear in yellow. Quotes from her apology are gonna be quoted in gray, and Red's, again, take it with a grain of salt. Red's own comments are gonna be displayed in blue. So whenever you guys see this type of blue, take it with a grain of salt because that's gonna be Red's opinion. Which again, that's her manager. Okay, here we go. Let's start reading all of this debacle. By the start of 2023, Nana was already sharing her commission plans with Red. She also told him that it was okay for us to commission someone else for merch. Salt baiting time? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's salt baiting time. That was okay for us to commission someone else for merch artwork Red had previously talked to her about. Red said it was no problem for us to wait for her to do it. Like I said in my apology, in regards to Nanoless, for the majority of the time working with her, Red was the one almost solely doing the communication about new plans and negotiations through his private DMs. Let's take a look at those. Oh, and just curious, but was Anon the first new client you took on for this year right now? Got another one, but it's done already. Okay, cool. It seems like a lot of new people want to work with you, lol. Yeah, I kind of feel it too. By the way, you said you wanted to leave Daki and Booba for later. It's okay if you wanna commission someone else. I don't want to delay your plans. But if you're fine waiting, I'm more than happy to work on it. Oh, that's okay. We're fine with moving things around. It's only really Cinder if you draw it. Other things going on are preventing us from doing it for Valentine's like we wanted to. So we have to move it anyways. Plus, focusing on getting 2.0, the demon, and the 2 starting screens artworks is done is more of a priority to do. God damn, this means a lot to me. What the fuck? So here pretty much is saying, oh yeah, we don't mind waiting. We can get somebody else, but we would like you to make our stuff as soon as possible. So you're putting deadlines on Nanoless, from the looks of it. Later that day was the first time Red brought up the spy to Nano. Oh god, here we go. Buckle up, chat. Here we go. Red asked Nano not to work with Spite, and she gladly agreed not to. Red only told me about this after it was done. Correction and counter argument. Red pressured her to not work with Spite. It wasn't something we talked about beforehand, but I was okay with it. Nano never said anything about this to me, and we never talked about Spite. I share the feelings Red expressed here since he was the only other one who knew how I felt. What he said about negative comments I was getting was true. Everything regarding Spite is presented in her section of this document. This was not included in Nano or Spite's documents at all. Why? Since they didn't say anything about it, I chose not to either. I lied about not knowing about Red's conversations with Nano about Spite to try and not make things worse for myself, but I still accidentally alluded to it because of the state I was in. Again, she knew about the conversations that Red had with Nano, but she didn't do anything to stop this behavior, which this just changes everything. Instead of the fault being solely on Red, the fault is literally on both of them. What the fuck? This is what I said in my apology. Once again, I had no involvement or knowledge of Red bringing up Spite to Nano in 2023. My only personal involvement with excluding someone specific from working with Nano was Silver, which again, counter argument. Okay, chat, this is Red's opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Cinder was upset over what we both thought was Spite copying her. I saw Spite interacting with Nano, possibly with the intent of trying to work with her. I went to Nano myself and asked her not to without talking to Cinder first. This was about one person and one artist they never worked with before, who was fine with agreeing to it. As far as I know, it never actually affected Spite. I have never talked about Spite with any other artist, and I'm sorry to her that I asked this of Nano. This was the first of 4 total times with 3 different artists I had ever specifically asked anyone to not work with someone else, which are all presented in this document. Okay, so apparently Red did not only did this to Nano, but he did this to other artists as well. That's fucked up. Honestly, that's extremely fucked up. Like, look at it this way, chat. If I were to be working on an artist who is making my model, right? So if, like, theoretically, it's not that I have someone making my model already, but let's just say that someone is making my model, right? Like, picture this. Let's just say that for example, I am making a VTuber model, like the artist is already making it. And then the artist tells me, your model is gonna take a little longer because another person just asked for their model before you, and we gotta put full priority on them, and especially if they have a special event coming up. And I'm like, you know what? That's perfectly fine. Just take your time. I'll wait. Like, there's no pressure from me. You take your time. Work on that model first. So honestly, again, why putting so much pressure on one artist, and why tell them not to work with specific artists? That just, it ruins your career as a whole. Okay, here's another one. Hey, kind of a weird question, but it will be okay if we requested you don't work with someone else. You mean like being exclusive? No, like not accept commissions from one person. Oh, who's this? I started a conversation as if we're asking Nano to do this, like I would any other time. Again, this is Red speaking, and he's the one telling her, do not work with this person. Again, terrible business behavior. Terrible manager behavior. Who is this? Spite. Oh damn, I almost said something like when Cinder Spite. Ever since debuted, we've seen her slowly implement minute design details onto herself that seem like she might have taken from Cinder, including her now having ear flames she never had. And we think it's because she was the hellhound until Cinder showed up. But also, some of Spite's community has been rude to Cinder in chat or on YouTube comments on people clips on Cinder. I've noticed her being friendly towards you, possibly with the intentions of working with you. I just wanted to ask if you're okay with being one Hellhound exclusive. Okay, the question that I have is, why can't you have multiple Hellhounds in the exact same VTuber space? Chat, listen to me. I am not the only motherfucker with cat ears on my head in the VTuber space. I know that. And I think I'm clearly not the only motherfucker with a duck on his head. Well, in this occasion I am, but I'm pretty sure there's someone else who is doing the same shit I'm doing. But is that a problem to me? No, not at all. If anything, there is a phrase that goes that everything that you think is created has already been created. In other words, it doesn't matter how original you try to be, there's always someone who's gonna have the same ideas as you. And that's okay, you know? That's perfectly fine. If anything, you can the best thing you can do is share those ideas with that person, you know? Work together sometimes to maybe differentiate the two. So this motherfucker is saying, yeah, there can only be one Hellhound. No, that's not how it works, dude. You know how many Hellhounds does Hades have? 3. And his name is Cerberus. So I'm pretty sure that if Hades had space for 2 other fucking Hellhounds, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of space for 100 more in the VTuber community. Of course, I protect my baby, but I also notice the Flames additions. It's a shame people that can't educate their community. Thank you, Nano. I feel really bad asking you something like this. I really appreciate it though. It's okay, there's no place for rude people. Mama Nano, best mama. Mama protect. So basically, yeah, he's just pretty much telling Nano, do not work with Spite. Chat, I have a question. Chat, answer me this. If you were a VTuber model artist and someone comes to you, right? And your client is, let's just say, for example, a cat girl, right? You make the model, and then another VTuber comes to you and is also a cat girl, and then tells you, oh, do you think you can not work with this other VTuber who is clearly also a cat girl and is working with you? Would you guys deny the commission and cancel the other cat girl, or would you guys do both? I want to know that. Because if it were for me, I will work on both. And I will talk to the both of them simultaneously to see if we can work something out. So what do you guys think? Would you work on 2? Do both? Yeah, exactly. See what I mean? Yeah, it helps you as well, because not only does it help you to cement yourself in the community as well, but you're also gonna get more clientele. So it's a win-win for you. There's no lose-lose situation for you. If one of them is extremely rude towards me when it comes to, you know, the other client, I will deny the fuck out of them. I don't care how famous they are. I will deny the shit out of them. If they're rude, of course. I would be like, here's your model. Do not work with me again because your manager was absolutely rude to me. He used passive-aggressive language. I will let them know what their manager did, just so they take accountability for it. But then I tell Nano, I just wanted to ask if you're okay with being one Hellhound exclusive. And I feel really bad asking you something like this. Nano and I have never talked about Spite. Here's me searching Spite in my own DMs with Nano. We searched far and wide. Unfortunately, no results were found. Okay, so Nano and Cinder never talked about Spite. This was all red. This was literally red, pretty much saying, yeah, we don't want you to work with Spite. Hi, Doug. EKL7, welcome in. I'm glad that you said hi to Doug. Yeah, he appreciates you saying hi. Yeah. So this is what happened. So Cinder never mentioned Spite in any of the conversation. This was all Red. So yeah, this was Red pretty much seeing everybody as competition, which again, friendly competition, perfectly fine. Competition to the point where you will cancel someone else's model? Hell no. No, just no. An example of the relationship Red had with Nano and how they would talk with each other. Nano told Red she wants to make my winter outfit after Red messaged her about it a few days earlier on this specific date, which was on January 22, 2023. Hey Nano, were you interested in designing Cinder's winter outfit? Not until a lot later than this year. Wanted to ask in case we need to find someone else to design it for you to draw. Did I agree on doing Cinder Winter? Because I do. I don't remember if I replied to that. You did not only do. You did not. You did not reply to that. My God, I can't read. Nano, I do want them. Oh my gosh, you do? I do. I gotta talk to some people and change things around. OMG. Wait, if you already got someone for that, no need to change. No, I'm just kidding. Ah, fuck you, them. Fuck you, them. And then puts the fucking penguin and then a bunch of emojis, just messing around. Yeah, you can do it if you want. I don't want to anymore. Just kidding, I love Cinder, but fuck you. But pretty much friendly banter, that anything that you would literally just say pretty much with your friends and shit. I'm pretty sure that Nano and Red and Cinder were pretty, or maybe Nano and Cinder were pretty good friends. Maybe that's why he was messing with him and shit like that, but still. Red asked about Nano's other work for us to plan around with her, and Nano willingly shared this was normal between them. Be confident, Nano. I'm not, it's my nature. If you expect low, anything is a win. Well, I'm glad I've been going good for you. What does your art schedule look like right now? Demon Cinder, Anon 1, full new model, Anon 2, art cuts, and few cup arts in between. Already have something for around June, and I think that's it. Let me see what else Cinder and I have planned to work with you on this year. Oh yeah, would be great to know everything. Also, it's okay to have Cinder arts for Patreon rewards. I don't have much time for Patreon, and they're starving. Nano told Red she wouldn't be able to meet the deadline for 2 pieces of art she was doing for me. Red was sympathetic and extended the deadline for her. Nano implied that she's been taking on too many projects. So what you're saying is that you're overworking poor Nano. Oh shit, the music stopped. Sorry about that, chat. I was like, why the hell is the music quiet? And it's because it literally, the music stopped. Alright, let's keep reading. Hey Red, I'm feeling a bit concerned about deadlines for the 2.0 art. What's up? I think it would be better if you find someone else for 2.0 start screen. And I didn't know they would be used the same day. But I do work a bit harder to meet the dates if you really want me to work on it. Do you think you will be able to do it by the end of April? I know you have Anon and Anon 2 in April too, right? So maybe mid-May? Oh, I thought it would be earlier. Well, ideally, we would have wanted both arts within the next week or two. But if you can't do that, and we're gonna have to push back the debut of other things too, end of April, mid-May would be okay if you can manage with that. I don't want to overload you too much. Yeah, for the next 2 weeks would be very pushy on me. But end of April and mid-May is good. Okay, I will let Cinder know. If you can't push back the debut, I really recommend someone else. Don't want to delay things for you guys. And there's also the waifu cup art for Cinder. I don't know when they want you to start with. So all of these messages is pretty much them discussing about things and all that stuff for the 2.0 debut for Cinder pretty much. And there's also the waifu cup art for Cinder, which we already read. No, it's okay. We have to wait for Anon anyways, and some other things being worked on. She'll only be starting the demon model in another week, in another weekish when she's back home. So the debut will be anywhere from end of May mid-July, depending on when things are done with Cinder and aren't traveling to cons instead of the end of April. Kinda relieved. Besides, delaying is sad. It's okay, Nano, but we have a lot of projects we want to work with you on if you're free this summer right now. LOL. I would love to if I have the time. I might stop taking big commissions for some time and only work with my current contacts. I'm kinda dying. I'm sorry we're giving you too much to do. It's okay, my fault. I decided to birth another baby, which pretty much is her saying I decided to make another VTuber. After the 2.0 Demon Arts, Anon and your other projects or patron, then we'll take up all your time. Then we will take up all your time. Gladly. Anon is mostly done. Just gotta make some cuts for rigging. Nano turned down artwork plans that were previously discussed for some time off. Eventually, Red told her we were able to find artists for those plans. In between, Red praised Nano for her work on another VTuber's model. So, okay, from what I'm seeing here in most of these combos, is that Red is putting a lot of work to Nano. Like, you could say that Red is overworking Nano. Red is literally overworking poor Nano. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we could, like, read all of this, or what do you guys think? Shall we read all of it just to know the context, or you guys think we should skip over all of this? I feel like we should read all of it just to understand the full context of it. That's what I feel, at least. What do you guys think? You guys think we should read the whole thing? Keep in mind, we're only on page 11, by the way, so we got we got 228 pages to go. And this is only page 11, by the way. Let's read it. All right, you guys asked for it, and we're gonna keep reading it. Red,
We need to talk.
hi Nano, what's up? I think it won't be possible to take Cinder's merch commissions. I really need some time off from commissions. Okay. Thank you and sorry for this. No worries, Nano, you deserve a break. When you're ready to take on commissions again, we'll have things for you if you want. Yes, of course. I just need some time to breathe, but still would love to work with you guys. Great job with Anon model, Nano. Thank you. Okay, what else we got? Hey Nano, we found an artist to do a Daki and Booba mousepad for Cinder, but it's for her original design. We'll wait for you to do the 2.0 and Demon design Dakis and mousepads. Wanted to let you know so you don't feel bad about it. I messaged Nano about starting on some post ideas for my first waifu cup when she was ready and available to. Fuck it, yeah. Let's read all of it. Fuck it. And this is Cinder and Nano's conversation. I messaged Nano about starting on some post ideas for my waifu cup when she was ready and available to. Hi Nano. Anon was asking me when you have some time to work on the art for my gamer subs cup, and I said you were a little busy right now. Do you think we could come up with some post ideas together when you have the chance? There's no rush. I know you're busy. Oh, of course, can do. You want the two-sided, right? That will be amazing. Chad, I swear to God, if I ever have my gender bent model and they approach me to do a gamer subs cup, I swear to God. Oh no, the lid of the bottle has to be green, by the way. It better be green. If it ain't green, I don't want it. I told Nano I was trying to get her the okay to work on my waifu cup art on stream, so it'd be easier for her. And I told her how much it meant to me to have the first waifu cup with her artwork on it. Do it. Well, I mean, if you guys want to see my gender red model, we're gonna have to reach 150 first, 150 followers. But okay, we're extremely close to that number. I do want to emphasize that, but my God, I'm still terrified. I'm literally still terrified to do it. Anyway, let's keep reading. Let me read some water because I'm running out of breath. Nano, I hope you're having a good weekend. The starting screen arts you made for me are so nice. I love them. I've been trying to see if it'll be okay for you to work on my gamer subs art on stream to make things easier on you. They might be able to have the art on a big banner for Anime Expo. If it's done soon, I can't wait to have the first Nano Cup. It's so special to me. Never underestimate the internet. Oh, believe me, I already learned that the hard way. Oh shit, you want a banner? Yeah. Letting me work on stream would help a lot. But it if not possible, it's okay. I'll manage. I want to make things as easy as possible for you. And maybe if you don't want to stream collabs yet, we can hang out while we work if you want someday. No stream. I would love to actually like get used first. Maybe we actually hate each other. Oh, don't say that. I could never. I'm sure about that, but would be hilarious. Yeah, just friendly banter here and there. I asked Nano about one of my then upcoming model sisters' debut when planning my demon debut, so they wouldn't accidentally fall on the same day. So you could say most of this shit that we've already read was irrelevant to the whole situation. Because we're talking about what we're literally talking about here is we're talking about literally Nano's apology and the type of shit that happened. So most of this stuff is literally irrelevant to the whole conversation. So I don't know why she's bringing all of this up. Okay, upcoming model sisters. Nano, do you know about when Anon plans on debuting your model just so I can plan around it? If it's near any of my debuts, let me check on that. I believe it was around June 22nd or July 2nd. Anon said her debut will be around July to August. Can't say the exact day yet. Okay, I've been planning mine to be mid-July, but I'm trying to make sure I don't accidentally have it on the same day as anyone else. Red asked about Nano's projects, about when Silver contacted her about her model made in 2022 and encouraged her to set aside time for her own content. Oh boy, here we go. This is the part where I'm pretty sure Red said, oh, don't work with Silvervale. Well, I think we already know that Silvervale is in a lot of hot water recently, but we're still gonna read it anyways. After the GG 2.0 and Demon Art edits, we'll give you a break to focus on yourself for a while. You still have a lot of other projects to do right now other than Cinder. Thank you. I need some break. Currently only Anon. Silver seems to want another model though. Like brand new. Yup. She didn't reply to the model specifications, so I'm just taking this as a chance to be free. Nano, you don't need to answer, but I'm curious. When did Silver contact you about making her first model? Also, I feel like you should take at least July off to focus on you and your streams. Nano deserves Nano time too. It was like 2 weeks before her birthday. Okay. At this point, I might just stick to Cinder, Anon and Anon. Silver is not very responsive to me. That's surprising. What the fuck? We love working with you, not just for your art. That's so sweet of you. Been having fun with streaming lately. Hope I can keep up. You've been doing really good. Whenever I see you on Lurk for a while, Lure. I don't know. I can't read. Fuck! Cinder still really wants to collab with you. Maybe we can set up a drawing stream where you draw VTubers in Paint with like 5-minute timer or something, lol. I want to, I'm just too pussy yet. This sounds fun, not gonna lie. I asked Nano about when she made Silver's first model from her because we grew suspicious of it, if it had anything to do with Cinder and her debut about a couple months earlier, my bad. Nano wasn't well known as a model artist in the summer of 2022 and only had done like 3 models at that point, including Cinder's. More about this topic is in Cinder's section of the document. So pretty much more on this is gonna be on this part, which we're not gonna see for a good while because we still need to go through this first. This is one of the biggest ones, by the way, so let's keep going. From what I'm seeing here, chat, what I'm seeing here is Red literally you could say she's kind of manipulating Nano in this situation. Like, he's pretty much you could say that he's using honeyed words to talk to her and stuff, to seem friendly. But that's when he brings the passive aggressive language, and honestly, yeah, Red just rubs me the wrong way, man. I swear to God. I thank Nano for the waifu cup artwork she made for me, and her scale figure was announced. Nano, you did such an incredible job on the waifu cup artwork. Thank you so much for being the best ever. Thank you so much for the raid today, Nano. I'm so excited for your figure. I'm gonna be the first to get one. Sorry, I didn't reply you before. Oh shit. I'm excited and a bit nervous. Hope it sells well. No, that's okay. I'm gonna tell all my friends to buy. I appreciate, not gonna lie, I'll shamelessly get all the help I can. Another day, this was on May 9th to May 10th of 2023. So this was literally 2 years ago. Red talked to Nano about the situation with my first waifu cup, which led to him revealing our experience with Silverveil over the past 2 years. Spite was mentioned towards the end of their conversation, and it was the last time she was ever talked about between them. Before this, I was told that Silverveil had her own waifu cup with Nano's artwork on it that was already far into production. I was very excited and proud to have the first cup with Nano's art. And all of a sudden, that wasn't going to be the case. Not only that, but if my cup was going to be released after Silver's, I would have been harassed for copying her again. Okay, here's Red's opinion. I did not lie to Nano about anything I said in this conversation, and I would have no reason to. Everything I said was I generally thought and experienced, speaking to a friend I trusted. More like a person you manipulated, but alright. Oh well. You're literally the best! Nah. The cup might be coming out a lot sooner than we were planning because of conflicts with another release. Oh no, what a disaster. Yeah, there's another creators thing coming out, and we wanted to make sure SINDER'S was released ASAP. Damn, do you know when it is? Not exactly. That's why we're rushing. Pretty hype having my art on GG Cups. Waiting to hear back about moving the release date up though. Yeah, we're super excited to be the first with your art. Okay, so now they're telling Nano, yeah, we want SINDER'S cup to be released before Silverveil, which again, why? I know that Cinder gets compared to Silverveil a lot because, Cinder is a hellhound, Silverveil is a fox, but just because they're similar in design doesn't mean that they're the same in design, even though that people love to compare the two for whatever reason. I don't know why. Had to move it to make sure we have the first Nano cup. I need a popcorn refill. Yeah, no worries, dude. Go get the popcorn refill. Gonna be big. I'm so excited. Let me know if you get dates. It was supposed to be towards the end of June. We're waiting on confirmation, but it will be within the next couple of weeks. Let's go. The other thing with your art on it could be coming out soon. So we're going Sonic speed on this bitch. Other thing, but they still want the art at Anime Expo. Probably without cups being on sale. Yeah. Wait a minute. I thought you would have been told. Okay, so I'm probably not supposed to say anything, but Red, you gotta keep this between us. Of course, no leaks. I'm leaking excitement. My God, what? No, what the fuck? No, you can't even do that. Or I have to send the gorilla to beat me up. Okay, this conversation is irrelevant. So Cinder has been super excited about having the first cup with your art. Like, super big deal with the cool double-sided 2-color effect. So here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. So this motherfucker is saying, oh yeah, you gotta keep this between us. No leaks. You can't show this combo to anybody. Cinder, you're literally showing the conversation to the whole world. What do you mean? you're literally already exposing the conversation. Well, then again, it's a conversation from 2 years ago, but still. Like, super big deal with the cool double-sided. Yeah, we already saw it. She's a cutie, OMG. She was talking to Blank, well, to Anon today about upcoming cups from other creators, just because she was curious, and Anon was teasing a few to her. And he mentioned a new kind of cup he pitched to the heads of at Gamer Subs, and they agreed after seeing a certain piece of art, and it'll be used on the first kind of this cup. This new cup, instead of normal transparent waifu cup art, is a full body color art piece. I don't know. I don't know how the cup will end up looking though. Okay, and this is top secret, and you can't say anything to anyone. Not even Anon. Which, again, counter argument. You're showing the conversation to everybody. Because technically, this was between him and Cinder, and I shouldn't know about it. But I'm the manager. And I thought you knew. Me, GG people were very interested on my work. Maybe it was a foreshadow. And they literally covered the entire combo. Which then it was later revealed. This new full body color art cup is of silver. And it's basically at the same part of production as Cinder. And it has your art. What Anon told Cinder is that it was something you drew for Cinder for Blank, and it was never used. So she's reusing it here after Blank pitched the idea to make it. So Cinder starts panicking about it. We have no clue when they plan on releasing that cup. But if it's before Cinder, it won't be the first Nano cup. Who cares if it's the first Nano cup or not, dude? Like, that's the... Do you guys see the problem here? The problem is that Red sees everyone as competition, and he just wants to eliminate whatever competition there is. Like, dude. Why? Fucking A, dude. I'm telling you guys. I wasn't lying when I said that Red was worse than Cinder. And not only that, but Cinder said the hand with the heart positions are really similar, which isn't your fault since you didn't know about anything about this. And if Cinder's cup were to release after hers, then it will be just more fuel to the ongoing drama between them, and Cinder will get more hate about it. Plus, hers is a brand new full art color cup, while Cinder would have a normal waifu cup, and will be overshadowed in comparison. So Anon was doing some overtime coordinating to try and work out an emergency plan to get Cinder's cup out ASAP. There's just a lot of unspoken drama between Cinder and Silver. Only me and a couple of people know everything. It was important we get Cinder's out before her. So the drama in question, chat, is that people really love to compare Cinder's people love to compare Cinder with Silverveil, as I mentioned earlier. Which, again, like, why? The question that is, well, not a question, but the conversation that I'm seeing here is that Cinder's manager just wants to try to one-up Silverveil. That's literally what I'm getting into. Like, Silverveil, like Cinder and her manager, they just want to one-up Silverveil, so that pretty much Silverveil is not the first one with the waifu cup and all that, you know, with Nano's art, which, again, who cares if you're both from the same artist? That's good. Because you're encouraging people to check out the artist itself. You guys are encouraging people to literally go to this artist and be like, hey, this is the artist that make my artwork. You guys should check her out. She does amazing work, by the way. Do you know how many clientele you're gonna have? Like, this is good for you, and this is good for the artist in question. You guys know the motto, no publicity is bad publicity. And this guy just wants to take all the publicity away from Silverveil, of course. But again, who gives a fuck if you're compared to another VTuber? Who knows? Maybe somebody out there is probably gonna see me climb up the ranks, and they're probably gonna compare me to another VTuber. Because that's inevitable in the industry. Because I can also guarantee you guys, I'm not the very first VTuber with green headphones. And I'm sure there's other VTubers out there with green headphones. But yeah. Let's see what else we got. So Blank was doing overtime coordinator. Yeah, I already read that. She has a drama with Silver. There's been a lot of misunderstandings and coincidences. The internet thinks Cinder copied everything about Silver, and it's basically confirmed that Silver doesn't like Cinder because of it. Oh, so even Silver doesn't like Cinder. It's kind of sad my baby's not getting really well together, not gonna lie. Cinder's raided Silver multiple times, and she's the only one that Silver won't say her name. Silver was at Cinder's debut last year. Cinder started growing fast, and then not even a month later contacts you about getting a model from you herself. Rushed for her birthday. There's more instances like that, but Silver refuses to follow, acknowledge, or interact with Cinder at all because it's assumed that Cinder copied her. It sucks because she didn't. Ironically, Cinder is only Cinder because of Silver, but not because she copied her, the complete opposite. History lesson time. Before Cinder was Cinder, she was Tashi with an ASMR channel, which she still does sometimes. Did the music stop? Okay, no, it didn't. Okay. Silver didn't like Cinder, and
Yeah, stand still.
Silver didn't like Cinder, and how she would respond to Cinder's raids in the past experience. We had to infer that Lily's reaction to her raids, along with her other behavior, signaled she had a problem with Cinder. So it's not only like the fact that fans were comparing the two. So there's also beef between Silverveil and Cinder. Okay, that's news to me. I mean, we already knew about that in the previous documents, but still. And it already reached a point where Cinder was bigger than Silverveil, so who cares? Alright, here we go. Which she still does sometimes. Oh yeah, never seen that. The pink... I think I've seen that. The pink OC. This one. This was Tashi. Pretty much this was Silverveil's first model. Yeah. She's always loved wolves. And she always loved the cherry blossom motif. So we're going to turn her already successful existing character into her VTuber. To be fair, that design is cute. You mean this one? Yeah, this is the Tashi design. This was Silverveil before she became Silverveil. This was Tashi, pretty much. Still the same person, though. So, we were going to turn her already successful existing character into her VTuber, but turn her into a wolf girl. We wrote lore for it and everything. She was a cherry blossom wolf girl who was the nature goddess / spirit of the forest. Oh shit. This was like in October 2020. We were waiting to start on it with Blank. We couldn't start with her until December. And 1 to 2 weeks before she was ready to work with us, VShojo debuted. Oh boy. Freaking VShojo. Okay, brother. Motherfucker, if you got a problem with VShojo talents, you got a problem with me. Well, I mean, the ones that worked on VShojo, of course. Because, yeah, you guys already know, my Oshi was part of VShojo until VShojo, did that. The disgusting act that they did to their VTubers. Yeah, I was checking the, right now I was checking the music because the music keeps crashing or going silent, so that's why you guys saw it on the screen for a moment. Anyways, let's keep going. And Silver rebranded as a cherry blossom wolf girl. So to avoid copying her, and so we could stand out, we basically did the opposite of that design. Okay, what was the opposite of the design? Okay, so he said because of Cinder's love for metal music and okami / wolves, and the fact no one at the time had fire since Western VTubing was so new, we came up with Cinder. And told Anon we had to change direction last minute in order to stand out from Silver. And also that pink cherry blossom motif was super overdone. Yeah, that's the problem. This is the problem with a lot of the designs. That some of the designs are already done to the point that, yeah, it starts to get old. You guys know how many people... Do you guys know how many VTubers I have seen lately that have pink hair? You guys have no idea how many VTubers have pink hair nowadays. It is... Yeah, it's a lot. Doesn't help that Mayoshi also has pink hair too. Let's continue. It ended up working out, since no one else but Spy nowadays really has her theming. Oh shit, this was so tense. And some people think that Cinder and Silver sounding similar, or their designs looking somewhat alike as Wolf Girls, or Cinder's model art and Silver's original 2.0 model looking alike, or the fact that they both super similar personalities and have similar sounding laughs must mean that Cinder copied everything. So just because a person sounds the same, acts the same, and all that, that's why people are saying one is the copy of the other. Maybe Silver don't talk too much with me because of Cinder. I mean, I'm not blaming Cinder, don't worry. I don't know. I won't think that's the case, because she's worked with you for a long time before Cinder. You've done a lot of art for her. Yes. This is kind of sad though. I think Cinder and Silver could be like sisters. I'm just wondering if she asked you for a new model because she caught wind of Cinder's upcoming debut and wants to one up her. Correction, you guys wanted to one up Silver Veil at the time. Literally, they are so alike, like their personalities. Okay, so this is the picture in question, chat. Like their personalities and their opposite designs to today. And their opposite designs, so they fit so well together. Silver just feels like she's always in Silver. Cinder, Silver, Silver, Cinder, Tomato, Tomato. My fucking god. Cinder just feels like she's always in Silver's shadow, because that's what people think. Tell me this wouldn't work. Okay, chat. Unfortunately, we cannot open the picture itself in order to place it over here. Now, unfortunately, we cannot do that. But guys, this is literally what their models look like. One is a wolf. One is literally a hellhound. The other one is a fox girl. Do they look similar? Yay or nay? From what you guys can see far away from the screen. Like if I were to put the two in a, if I were to literally place the two in a shadow, like when you're doing character designing, you put a character in a shadow and you have to identify them and all that shit. Do they look similar? I don't think they do. I know that they don't look similar because, first of all, you got Cinder's hair, which is all over the place. Then you got Silver Veil's hair, which is more straight, and she has a fluffy tail. So, yeah, I don't think the designs from a shadow perspective look similar. You don't see it? Yeah, exactly my point. They don't look alike. Maybe they do look alike in terms of color variation and all that shit, but I don't honestly see it. I think they're both different. Yeah, they're both different in my opinion. Which design do I like better? Well, I mean, I have to go with Silver Veil's design because I'm a bit biased towards orange, but you guys know how I feel about the color orange. I hate the color orange. But jokes aside, both designs do not look bad. They do not look like it in my opinion. So yeah, I don't think. Besides, Cinder's the design has horns on it. Silver's does not. Just another thing that you guys could identify in the designs as well. Yes, it would work. Honestly, yeah, I theoretically I do have to agree with Red here, even though I take his opinions with a grain of salt. I do have to agree that both of them would work as collab partners. They would work. Because then it'll probably, the good thing about this is that if you're working with someone who you're being compared to and you both have like a similar interest, similar personality and all that shit, it can actually work for both parties, and it can also push haters away, because they're like, "Oh, I discovered this person because of this. I discovered that person because of this." And oh, they're not really copies of each other. Maybe there's space for both of them. It could have been a compromise, But no. Instead, one of them chose beef over collaboration, pretty much. Which again, for VTubers is honestly, it's not that. It's the worst. It's honestly the worst. Like, it's the worst thing that can happen. Like, not having a collaboration just because you have beef with that VTuber. It's absurd. But like, going back to the gamer subs thing, if Silver releases her new impressive cup first, it's just going to overshadow Cinder's. Plus, she'd take the first Nano Art Cup title, which again, who cares? And since the poses are similar, people would say she's copying again. I feel just like Cinder with Blank. People use and still compare us a lot, and I feel like I'm always on his shadow. So let's see what else we got. I'm gonna put my headphones on my neck because I can't hear the music. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear it. I just wanted to make sure, you know. People use and still compare to us a lot, etc., etc. And I feel like I'm always on his shadow. Oh, and plus, we didn't even give Blank Silver a design reference. We gave her Blank, lol. I completely understand that. I actually like both of your art for a long time. And then a bunch of censored shit over here that apparently we cannot read. I always thought of you as the bigger artist. Thank you, what the fuck? Damn, like, yeah, and then they're putting the pictures and shit. This was Silver's picture, by the way. Cinder's picture. Again, Silver, Cinder, tomato, tomato. But you can't tell me that this is better than this. God Artist Nano. Okay. I'm not supposed to have this image saved, but let me show you the cup arts. Okay. We're gonna see the cup arts now. Thank you, Red. On the... Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Actually, I'm not gonna say that word. We're just gonna... Thank you, Red. On the Forbidden Arts world, skill doesn't mean much, but booba. Yeah, but you draw the best booba, what the fuck? If Silver's cup comes out first, wow, Cinder even copied her cup art and artist, and it's not even in color. So, this was gonna be Cinder's, and this was gonna be Silver's. But we didn't see the post, so yeah. Pretty sure maybe they did us a favor so that we do not get literally banned for showing Forbidden Arts content and NSFW. So I think they did us a favor here. Oh shit, they do be similar. What have I done? So at least if Cinder's cup comes out first, that we're trying to do, we'll be copying Cinder. But it won't matter, and no one will say that because she's massive and the full body color art will take the attention away from it anyways. But like I said, both Cinder and Silver are at the same point of production, so she could launch just as soon as us. But we don't know that. We don't know when. Here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. You know how you can solve this debacle? You guys know how you can solve this debacle about how which gamer subs cup gets released first and what doesn't? How about, hear me out, chat. How about they both release at the same time? Wow! Who thought of that? This idiot. So, okay. So, maybe you may not have the title of the first cup with Nano's art, but why not have the title of the first ones with Nano art? That would be a win-win situation if both cups were released at the same exact time instead of one being released first than the other. Because if Cinder's cup gets released, then they're gonna assume that Silver just copied Cinder and vice versa. So if Silver gets released first, Cinder's copying, and if Cinder gets released, Silver gets copying. So the best solution to this debacle is, I mean, there's no way around it. It's literally just releasing them at the same time. So, again, who cares if you're literally the first one to release a cup with Nano's art on it? Maybe you care, but still, my god, please, have a heart. Alright, what else we got? It was so urgent I could make a new art for this special cup. Nah, it's okay, Nano. We really love the art you made for it. Maybe if they want another cup, we can always do a double-sided full-body color artwork with 2.0 and Demon or something. Who knows? But yeah, I really with Silver could make up with Cinder. There's more drama that happened over the past couple of years, but it's all from Silver's side. They go so well together. Oh my god, here we go again. Red, here's another problem with you, man. You keep throwing more, you keep adding more fuel to the fire. You're giving information that should not be given to another artist. Like, all of this information that Red is giving to Nano is completely unnecessary and absolutely unprofessional. You're like, if it's a beef that somebody has, leave the VTuber beef to that VTuber. Do not share it with other artists and tell them what to draw and what to not draw. Again, that is extremely unprofessional. That they will go well together. That's a big L. Big L for real. I hope Cinder comes first though. I know the sad feeling. Just release them together, man. Quit being a pussy, bro. That's literally what I would say to Red. Just release them together. Who cares? What do you mean? Like, Cinder to Silver? Like, talk and have things sorted before just ignoring it all. I don't think Silver is willing to. Cinder DM'd Silver on Twitter before asking to play Minecraft together since they were both really into it and was never answered. And they're Discord friends. Okay, let me explain the first interaction. Oh wait, it's late for you. You should sleep. Don't worry, I love gossips. I mean, who doesn't love gossips, am I right? Nano, isn't it 2 or 3 a.m. for you? I believe it was the MSP Mind server. The MSP, I think that's an SMP, of course, but I don't know which one. It is, but I'm very into it. Okay, let me get the deets. I'm trying to find the tweet. Okay, so Red says, oh, I love gossips. Nano's always being open to talking about drama and gossip with me. Well, here's the thing, chat. The reason why Nano was open to talking about drama and gossip with you, it's because you already fed her with drama and shit that's been going on with Cinder. The hell, dude? Okay, what else we got? So here's a tweet. Unfortunately, we don't have the access to the tweet, which is a little shame, but okay. A little gift for Silver Veil. I thought it would be cute to draw us together since we're opposites. You're such an inspiration to me. Thank you for bringing me so much joy to this community. Doodle Veil, etc., etc. So she made artwork of them together. So you could tell that Cinder wanted to work with Silver Veil. Because they're literally like, these two designs, chat, they're literally the antithesis to each other. That's at the very least, that's what the designs look like. That they're literally the antithesis. Okay, this was February 2021. Cinder was designed in December 2020. Cinder is a talented artist from high school and college, and she didn't pick up art for a long time until she got a tablet laptop for working on the ASMR channel, like thumbnails. So when she became a VTuber, she wanted to draw fan art of herself with other big VTubers. Which, again, it's fine for the most part. Silver was the first one she did. Honestly, who knows? Maybe the VTuber themselves really likes it and maybe they want to collab with you sometime. Well, I mean, I wouldn't know that because I've only had one fan art, but hey, I appreciate the fan art, honestly. Let's see what else we got. She planned to do her and Blank drinking tea, Bao splashing water on her, and her getting upset, and Anon playing drums while Cinder played a Guitar Hero guitar. That's cute, I remember that art actually. But she never ended up doing it anymore. So only the silver one exists. Oh. And no one knows about the other ones. So in isolation, it seems like she only ever meant to draw this one for Silver. The problem is that in the tweet, Cinder said you're such an inspiration. When in reality, Silver was an inspiration for the design by not wanting to be a cherry blossom wolf. but not by her streams or inside jokes or personality or anything. Because Cinder didn't watch Silver. So people look at this one fan art Silver ever did, and the fact that she's an inspiration to point to them having similar names, designs, and stream personas, but that's not all the drama with this post. Cinder retweeted the same thing a few days before, but there was also how many? 4. Oh, there was also a hashtag. Hashtag Cindervale. You know, because it's cute art. There wasn't malicious intent or weird things, feelings behind it. Mama Vale retweeted the original post, then unretweeted it, and we were like, what happened? People make too much fuss out of nothing, too. At the time, we were working with Anon Silver alerts and panel art. Why do they always like blur the other people they work with? That doesn't make any sense. There's so many VTubers that are very alike. We know Blank was friends with Silver, so we asked her if there was a problem, and Blank said that Silver was really off-put by that hashtag Cindervale, and that she was going to message Cinder. Silver messages Cinder asking her to take it down. Oh, so I mean, maybe she was uncomfortable about the whole situation, or maybe she didn't want people, shipping them together. Because yes, as fucked up as it sounds, chat, that can actually happen. People can ship you with another individual. Believe me, I have seen it. I haven't experienced it, but I have seen it. Cinder was really broken up about it because she didn't want to get off on the wrong foot with Silver, being one of the biggest VTubers at the time. Also because since we redesigned her into Cinder, I've always pushed for them to interact because their designs go so well together. So she took down the tweet and reposted the one I sent you. Silver and Mama Vale commented, and that was it. Silver never followed Cinder, but I mean, at the time, Cinder was just a reference sheet. End of chapter. Next chapter. Oh no, it keeps going. This shit keeps going. Red, you're not supposed to tell this information to a random individual. Stop! Now we're on the model chapter. Man, still pretty mean from Silver's side. Dude, also, Cinder did art class. It explains why her eye for art is really good. She's an artist. Is the design change that made you guys have issues with the first model artist? I remember y'all coming to me because the other one didn't work as well. It's a long story. Oh god. And then Red literally just gives her more details. Chat, word of advice, if you're ever a manager, do not tell dramas from your VTuber to another individual. I'm just gonna let you guys on that little note. Just letting you guys know. Let us continue. And he got us with Anon. And then you know the rest. With the rigging teaching you how you're can't read. With the rigging, teaching you how to make models and cutting, the swimsuit, Cinder's debut last year. So Cinder most likely would have debuted a lot sooner. But the model kept everything on hold. We should have never got tied up with Blank. But in the end, we're super happy that you ended up being Cinder's artist. Now we can't imagine anyone else doing her stuff. And who knows if Blank was influenced by Silver at all. Either when she decided to get a model from Blank or when Blank canceled on Cinder. But I was saying before, Cinder debut and Silver was there for like the first hour. Watching never said anything. Then a few weeks later goes to you for a model, and we got you training, LOL. And your art had improved so much in such a small time. Even when Cinder debuted, people were saying she looked like Silver, sounded like Silver, acted like Silver. The name is like Silver. People say these two look alike. Chat, do these two look alike? Corporate wants you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. Because let me tell you guys something. They're not the same fucking picture. Oh my god, there was even a meme we made last fall. That was also an inside joke between Cinder and I. Hold on. Oh god, here we go. Here we go again, chat. Chat, have you guys seen this? All of this text that we've literally just read, all of this. Chat, listen to me. And I want you guys to listen carefully. All of this shit that you guys see here, this is unnecessary information that you should not say if you're a manager, and if you're talking to a random individual and you're the manager of a VTuber. This is shit you don't want to say to that random person. Again, it's the reason why I don't have a manager. All of this drama, all of this shit that Red said to Nano could have been avoided. Literally all of this shit. It was completely unnecessary, and honestly, again, for a manager, it's extremely unprofessional. Don't ever do that as a manager, dude. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait. Okay, so we made this meme. Okay. That was a really old joke between us. October 8th last year. This was not like a meme going around trending or anything. A week on the 16th. Okay. What's the meme? The exact same thing. Silver does not follow Cinder because she refuses to acknowledge her or validate her in any way. But she did this. So like, she's watching what she's doing and we're all like, you kidding? She replied to it with her own tweet. So pretty much they copied each other. Well, I mean, one did not know the thing about the other, so I guess. Just to kind of be like, I'm not the one copying her. And this was around the time the BSMP Minecraft server started. And they were both in it all the time. Introduced them to each other and Cinder was super nice, like always. And Silver just gave the dismissive hi and went on with what she was doing. So, okay, Red, what you're saying is that Silver is the villain here, but you're trying so hard to defend Cinder to the point that, oh my god. Oh my god. Again, this is unnecessary drama that just could have been avoided, man. At TwitchCon in October, Cinder went to Silver's meet and greet at the Vishojo booth with Aru because I guess her and Silver are friends, just to like introduce herself. Holy shit, this is a lot. The blank thing is so shit, bruh. Aru wanted to ask Silver if the two of them and Cinder could do a Wolf Girl collab together. Everybody wanted them to collab, but one of them always refused. I've heard some issues about blank. Aru asked, and Cinder never heard anything else about it. I have a friend that made an emote for her and wanted blank to give credits. She just ghosted and that's it. Blank really nice, but their management is really difficult to go through. Also, Blank had an issue with Blank too. Oh no, here we go again. Red, there is a time and place for information like that, and this is definitely not the time or place. Literally not the best time. We haven't worked with Blank at all, so I don't know. We wanted an art piece from her for the 2.0 debut in September. But we don't know if she's able to. Okay, back to the lore. Minecraft died in November. Now, I wouldn't say that died, but you know. But there was a Christmas update coming out in December. So, remember that Silver messaged Cinder on Twitter about the first art piece? We were like, fuck it. And Cinder sent Silver a message like, do you want to play a Christmas update together? Wait, yeah, Cinder sent to Silver, okay. It doesn't need to be on stream. I love to get to know you. Never heard back. And after Cinder, she recently got with Gamer Subs and has probably been racing to get her super special full art cup out. Probably not related to Cinder, but I'd say after Shy Lily, Cinder's their next biggest VTuber. Or was before Silver. I don't know how much she does for them. I actually got surprised when Silver went to Gamer Subs. Yeah. Isn't the other one bigger? She got with Blank, launched her shaker, then left. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised that if Silver's Cup comes out, they'll also want that art on the Anime Expo booth. I mean, I don't mind if they advertise Cinder and Silver together. It'll just make Silver mad. Well, that's what I've been suggesting, you dumb fuck. Okay, let me drink some water because... Boy. So what you're telling me is that even if both cups are released together, one is still gonna be mad. Chat, how the fuck does that work? How the hell does that even work? Chat, I want you guys to answer me this. Wouldn't you feel at the very least honored to be released with another VTuber that is also gonna be releasing their own cup at the same time as you? Wouldn't you be honored at least? You know, the fact that you're like, hey, my cup released with this guy. Pretty cool, right? Because that'll also get people curious. People who don't know about the other one are gonna be like, who the hell is this guy? Oh, who the hell is that guy? I want both cups. Because they're released at the same time, you know? So, wouldn't you guys want that? You know, chat. Hear me out, chat. Chat, put yourself in the shoes of a VTuber. Wouldn't you like it? Would you rather have your Gamer Subs cup be released first than the other guy? Just to make the other guy mad? Or do you guys want your cup to be released at the same exact time as the other guy? Personally, for me, I would love for my cup to be released around the same time as them, because it gives more publicity to Gamer Subs and me and the other guy too. That's my opinion, at least on the Gamer Subs cup. Which again, I would love to emphasize to you guys that we're almost there, and I'm still not ready for that. But let's continue reading. Literally, if you advertise them together, you get twice the sales. Exactly my point. At least we got soft confirmation Cinder will be on the booth, which is awesome. I advise the cups. That's so funny. I'll advise the cups Cinder versus Silver. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Oh my god. No publicity is bad publicity, chat. Oh my god, that would have been funny as shit, dude. Look at... Let's keep reading. And when you told me she asked you about doing a new model, I wonder if it's because Cinder posted 2 or 3 teasers for her new model on Twitter, and Silver stalks her page and saw it, and thought she had to beat her to it. She had to beat her to it. Or at least take up your time so you wouldn't be able to do what Cinder needed. Lol. Like, honestly, it would have benefited them both. But Silver seems like she has too much of an ego. She'll never give Cinder public validation, as long as she believes Cinder is a copy. Now listen, I don't want you to think we're telling you not to work with her. At this point, Cinder should have just give up on that and keep walking. She's a big customer. True and real. It's just hard because it's hard for the public to separate the two. Kind of like Blank. How many pages are we in, by the way? Oh shit, we're at 33 pages. I didn't thought we were gonna be this long. But hey, here we are. Chat, we're at 38. We're at 33 pages of the nano document. That's insane. Holy shit, that's a lot. And how much time do we have left? 7:44. We still have 2 hours remaining. Well, almost an hour. Yeah, we still have a lot, Lance. Let's keep going. Ooh, I love this gossip. I wish I had a derpy face like Undyne from Undertale. That would have been funny. Oh my god. Anyways, let's keep reading. I did this with blank and I'm leaving blank. And I'm leaving, but blank seems like a cool guy. He just feels like my Dinkelberg. Lol. Cinder is Silver's Dinkelberg. That's perfect. I don't understand blank issue. Cinder just trying to be nice and Silver hating her, lol. Yes, exactly. Blank had beef with Blank. They debuted last year because she said on stream she was ripping off her voice. Something like, why watch a ripoff when you have the original or something? And like, Blank just ignored it because she didn't want any fights. And I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but now they're fine. And they interact on Twitter. Oh, okay. But they're inseparable because people always associate them together from that. Like Silver and Cinder. Wow, I never thought it was something blah. I just called it the voice meta. And the names being so similar doesn't help us either. Yeah, cute accents always do well. Change Cinder to Tinder? Oh my god, Nano. Oh, yo. Follow me for more great tips. Actually, just buy Tinder. Quit VTuber. Become dating app. My god. So, like, we're not saying to stop working with... for you to stop working with Silver. But, like, we'll always have plenty work for you if you're willing to take it. We really appreciate everything you do for us. And Cinder really wants to get closer with you. She's just learning to be more social. That's a cute statement. Also, oh shit, my ass. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Cinder's rated Silver like 3 to 4 times. With like, I can't read. Okay, yeah, he placed it here. I'm using we're here, but Cinder had no idea this conversation was happening until I told her about it later. I was speaking for both of us without her knowledge or consent. Again, this is why we always take Red's opinion with a grain of salt. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Cinder's rated Silver like 3 to 4 times. With like fat raids, 1,000 to 2,000 people, and Silver refuses to say Cinder on stream. She'll say thank you so much. Welcome raiders, go follow her. I didn't realize this message was cut off when the screenshots were taken. So yeah, this is not just a few hundred people. These are thousands of people, by the way. Thousands. And she still doesn't mention, and she still does not mention Cinder. Every single other raid, she'll call them their name. What the fuck? Like, make it more obvious. You have a problem, Silver. She can't even hide it. So it's like, okay, so there's a beef between them. They briefly talked about Silver leaving Bishoujo because of these screenshots. Wait. So people literally were canceling Silver Veil simply because of the screenshots. So yeah, congratulations, Red. You literally just made a V2 an indie VTuber. I mean, you did her a bit of a favor because, you know, Bishoujo was being pretty shitty, but you know, still it's pretty scummy. If you're a VTuber, if you're a corpo VTuber, it's still a little scummy, you know? Very fucking scummy. To take a VTuber out of their own corpo. Okay, look, chat. I am not a corpo VTuber. And I don't have anything against corpo VTubers. I don't want to be a part of a corpo, but that doesn't mean that corpo VTubers are bad. Alright? It's not the VTuber that I have a beef with. It's the corpo themselves. By the way, about Silver's model, it's not her that came to me. It was me. I wanted to ask her if she wanted a better model since That one was kind of made in a rush. But not gonna lie, I regret asking because I'm not sure I'm up to more model work. And all this talk makes me feel sus. She didn't give me a proper reply about the model yet anyways. Oh, okay, no worries, Nano. I'd rather be asking her than anything for you, lol. OMG, I found it. Cinder VTuber, brings me to see this, and you deserve it for being cool, chill, and actually comfy. A truly cool wolf, I'm sure that cosplay will be neat AF. This was a reply to one of Cinder's tweets last week, lol. Yeah, I just wanted to say so it's less weird. Still a lot on the back though. It's okay. Damn. Actually comfy. Nano clarified to me that she was the one who went to Silver about a new model when she told me about it on May 4th, 2023, but was already regretting it due to not being up for more model work. Nano taking on more models than she could handle will continue to happen over the next couple of years. Well, now because she's bigger, but you know. I wonder who that's about. It's just been crazy, Nano, and that's why. We're rushing the cup, lol. Welcome to the inner circle. Only a few people know about the Silver Veil drama. Which again, very unprofessional from your part, Red. You should not share VTuber drama that is... You should not share your VTuber's drama with other people. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, well, I mean, right now your VTuber's drama is public because of these pictures, but... Still, at the time, that chat, take notes. If you ever become a manager, don't do the shit that Red is doing. Do not say VTuber drama. If a VTuber is having drama, do not say this to a random individual. Like, if you're the manager of a VTuber, just let the own VTuber solve the drama themselves however they see fit. If they get canceled, that's on them. If you say something, they're gonna, not only are you giving that VTuber a bad image, but you're also getting yourself in boiling hot water. So yeah, I advise you guys to literally not do this shit at all, because it's horrible. It's honestly horrible. Also, the music stopped. There we go. Also, what the fuck? Did I just heard cats fighting here in hell? Look at that! Even cats are fighting in hell! You see what I mean? I know it wasn't Chrono, because Chrono doesn't even know that I'm here to begin with. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? That was like How I Met Your Mother, but cup. Yeah, but cup. Butt cup? Maybe next cup. Jug of an asshole. I no longer want a butt cup. So it's just them messing around. Oh, really? It's that so? It's a great investment. Believe me, I'm a professional. You're the professional. If you got the... Okay, so again, more friendly banter and all that shit. It's a little irrelevant. It's a little irrelevant. She can draw him, she can drink him, she can slap him, maybe kiss him, but who knows? This makes me salty. I have a bad butt history. And then they just keep talking about butts and stuff. I don't think I will. Do I want to ask? No, I don't think I will. A few from my community knows the tale. Nano, it's 5 a.m. for you, and you're about to tell me about bad butt history. How am I supposed to take that? And don't say up the ass. Also, thank you for the explanation. It was a ride. I do be a bit dead inside. Yes, it's nice to have you on the same page with everything. Especially since I don't think this is going away soon. I appreciate you staying up to listen. Gonna have my Cinder figure and my Nano figure right next to each other. And the silver figure will be in the box in the closet. I know it's kind of different situation, but I do feel very similar to me and Blank, so it pains me a lot. Was Blank ever mean to you? Nope, that's why I say it's a bit different. So, the beef that Silverveil has is mostly on Cinder and no one else. That's literally a beef between those two specifically. Well, mostly silver on Cinder, but still. No, that's why I say it's a bit different. Oh, yeah, Blank was nice when Cinder worked with them. They actually raided today, lol. I just felt being his shadow for long. I still get the feeling, but I bulk up. Oh yeah. Buff Nano. But out here doing full illustrations. Thank you, not gonna lie. I react kinda well out of spite. Especially looking at the difference. So basically these were the first models and shit pretty much. Well, the 2.0 at least. When I get angry, I want to destroy. Look at how much you improved. This is like a year and a half apart. Wait a minute. Wait, I can't find it. Ah, look at it. So basically, this is the 1.0 model and this is the 2.0 model. Basically, the comparison between the two models themselves. And yes, you can see a lot of improvement on Nano's art. Nano is a really big artist for VTubers. And believe you me when I say this, her models are not cheap at all. So the day that I become a big VTuber and I want to hire Nano to make one of my models, I will. I definitely will. Well, two models for that matter. A male version and a female version. My VTuber arc, I'm being moved by spite and I enjoy it. Like my VTubing arc. Okay, pretty much the same shit. Oh yes. This made me proud, not gonna lie. Be careful with spite. I hear she copies things. Oh no. Again with spite. Oh, also, we can't really say anything about spite because people will say, well, you copied silver, didn't you? So yeah, this whole copy pasting shit is just, you know, again, all of this information completely unnecessary and stuff that should not have been shared with another individual. If I have a beef with another VTuber chat, that's my beef to solve. That is not for the manager to spread. The moment I see my manager spreading beef like that, I would fire the fuck out of them. I don't give a fuck. Because people will say, well, you copy silver, didn't you? Bro, I kind of thought about it. So we're stuck on both sides, lol. The plot twist is Cinder becomes the Two-Face 2. But on spite, Cinder was literally designed to not copy silver. And the cycle never ends. LOL. Spite actually came into Cinder's chat last year. Tail says it's still going turning people. When she was growing really fast and introduced herself, cheered 1,500 bits too. Aw. Then, like a month later, unfollowed her on Twitter. What? And started taking her ideas, Cinder's ideas, like the flames. And now she's basically rebranded to more of a fire Cerberus, using fire emojis all the time. Shake my head. Never did that before. It's funny because she used to call herself a hellhound, but stopped when Cinder grew past her, and now uses Cerberus or Cerberpup or whatever lore she says she is. I don't know. The unfollow is weird. Okay, so we're not seeing just Cinder stuff. We're seeing a bunch of drama from other VTubers. So this is not just Cinder. This is other VTubers as well. Although, chat, I would love to get the opinion of the other VTubers in regards to this whole situation because honestly, again, I would really love to hear their opinions, but haven't gotten a response yet. Maybe it's because I'm a small VTuber. I'm a VTuber nobody. I'm a VTuber nobody knows. Who cares? Yeah, so it's like there was also unprovoked tweets from her like I didn't copy anyone else for my design. My design is all me. This is who I am. Like, huh? Who are you saying that to? Oh, LOL on random Cinder clips of YouTube. There was one dedicated Spite fan or someone she knew, I don't know, that would comment on these clips, saying like, when you go to clip Spite, only on Cinder clips. Honestly, Spite and Cinder design is much more sus than Cinder and Silver's design. Or saying rude things about Cinder. Always mentioning Spite. Yeah, especially after Cinder debut with Spite's redesign. Bruh, honestly, it always begins with a fan saying shit. Okay, so what do we have here? This was the original Spite. This was Spite's debut 2 to 3 months after Cinder. Okay, so what's the difference? The fact that she added flames and changed the skin color, is that it? Because to me it looks kind of similar. I don't know. Chat, I have a question. Is this design... Chat, I want you guys to answer me something. And I want you guys to answer with the most brutal honesty. Does this design look similar to this design? This is Cinder. Okay, you guys saw Cinder. You guys saw her design, alright? And this is Spite. Chat, does Spite's design look like Cinder's? Because to me, again, they are very fucking different. I do not see the difference between the two. What, that one is blue and the other is orange? Is that the difference? Uh-oh. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Again, there's always room for one... There's always room for one Hellhound in the VTuber space. So this was the original design, and this was the redesign, you could say. I mean, it still looks similar to the old design. The only thing that changed was that she added flames and that she changed the skin color. That's pretty much it. And then this is Cinder's design, which again, they honestly do not look like at all. What? All because of the flames? Literally because of the flames? Okay, so Spite's flames are literally... Gotta go work tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, Mariko 620. Thank you for hanging out. It really meant a lot to me. But yeah, do not skip on work. That is extremely important. Take care of yourself. Thank you for hanging out though. So honestly, I see the similarities in both designs, but honestly, I also see the differences. The fact that one is a Cerberus with blue flames and the other one is a Hellhound with orange flames. Honestly, the fact that they were both Hellhounds at first, it kind of rubs me the wrong way because it's like you don't have to change your design if someone already has the Hellhound motif, you know? Like, again, I literally have my own design, and yes, there's a lot of other cyber VTubers out there. I know I'm not the only one, and I'm not gonna be the last. So did I care that I released as a cyber VTuber? Of course not. I didn't. And everybody has like that motif. Everybody has like a motif that is similar. So a Hellhound motif was bound to be shown eventually. Yeah, and the unfollow and the random I'm not copying tweet. Now if you just look at her page, she uses fire all the time and she put little skulls in her flames on her head to make it somewhat different. I've seen the skulls. Look like PNGs. True. Not Mama Nano art for real. Mama Nano makes best Hellhound. We must wait for Demon Cinder and see if Spite makes a move too. Lol, true. Cinder is copying me. Not gonna lie though, Cinder has the best mascot. Animal VTuber usually goes for the same animals as pets. But Cinder is a fireball. I mean, still the doggy, but fire. Red told me the gist of his conversation with Nano, and the next morning I messaged her about it. Red told me he was talking to you about the full story. Chad, I'm telling you, again, if I were, I'm telling you, Chad, if I had Red as a manager, I would have fired his ass for just spilling all this drama. Again, it's extremely unprofessional. I would not. Oh my god. Red told me he was talking to you about the full story, LMAO. Yeah, it's wild. All of this shit that you guys saw, all of this was beef that shouldn't have been mentioned to a random stranger. And Red literally just spilled all of it. Literally all of it. What the fuck? Yeah, I would have fired his ass, chat. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, and then Red told him told Cinder the gist of the conversation. Told her, my bad. And the next morning, yeah, Cinder messaged Nano about it. Red told me he was talking to you about the full story, LMAO. I haven't really told anyone else all this except blank and blank last month. Then of course blank yesterday. It's just been eating me alive ever since I released my design, and I can't escape. Been living with this for so long without anyone knowing the truth. But also, I didn't want to say anything or tell anyone because I hate drama and I just want everyone to be nice and happy. I also didn't want to tell you about the cup art being similar because I don't want you to feel bad or blame yourself for anything. But I'm glad and relieved you understand now. I'm so thankful for you and I want to get to know you more than just a business partner and have fun together and play games when you're ready to. I know you're gonna have so much fun. It do be a lot, not gonna lie. I just feel sad because I know the being of someone's shadow eats your sanity. It's time to be strong and forget about Silver. You're already so big, you don't need any validation from her. Also, the blank stuff was very shocking. And yeah, the cup is such a sad coincidence. I didn't know any of this. Damn. Yeah, after staying up until 5 in the morning reading your deep lore, I do feel more part of the gang. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm gonna keep celebrating all the cool stuff I get to do and have fun with my friends. The lore Lemao. I never read that much text in so long. I feel very cultured. I can imagine it's been a long time since this all started and so much happened. I can only imagine how much you mouthed over the first model, damn. But I'm thankful it worked out this way because I wouldn't want to work with anyone else now. I think the same. Not gonna lie, I modded a lot in working on the first model, but it worth it so much. Second model was so much easier. By the way, chat, in case you guys didn't know, English is not Nano's first language, so yeah, do cut her some slack for her typos though. You're cute. Oh my god, what the fuck? I know my model is really complicated, but I'm so happy he helped you improve so much. And will be so good. I'm so hyped for your debut. By the way, Red showed me you were having the figure with my design. Oh my god. Yeah, that. My dream was to have a figure of my art, and it ended. I got two. Oh, it makes me so happy. I'll show you the final sketch when it's ready. Yeah, I would love to see. So apparently this was the sketch of the final design. Later in our conversation, we were talking about my scale figure that was in pre-production. So this was gonna be like, you could say Cinder's figurine and all that stuff. I'm gonna cry. They just sent this and wanna do a bikini instead. This is so good already. Featuring the model you drew that Red chopped off. So they're pretty much talking right here about Cinder's model and all that stuff, which again, extremely irrelevant to the conversation that we're trying to talk about Cinder's apology here. Literally not, how should I say? Literally not other stuff, so yeah. But Good Smile didn't even want to. Okay, wait. I'm gonna fight for this so hard. Try having Good Smile to make a demon. But Good Smile didn't even want Silver. Stop talking about Silver. Good Smile is just really picky about who they work with. The reason why why big companies such as Good Smile Company are extremely picky on who they work with, it's because they at the end of the day they want to keep a very professional environment. And with managers like Red who are spilling drama left and right, it is completely unprofessional, and that is the reason as to why Good Smile would not want to work with people like Silver, because you have someone like Red representing them, which is the reason why Good Smile Company is extremely picky with who they work with. They did pick Iron Mouse though, because Iron Mouse, she's a pretty good fucking VTuber. So yeah, that is the reason as to why Good Smile Company worked with Iron Mouse. I think they also work with Kson as well. Yeah, they have worked with a couple VTubers in the past. Maybe one day though. You never know what can happen, right? For me, just having my own figure with Novel is a huge deal. I can die in peace. I'm so proud of you, Nano. You're doing amazing things. Chat. One day I wish I had my own model. That would be fun. Imagine having like a model of myself literally on my desk. That'd be so funny. I'm like, hey, it's me. Oh, Jesus Christ. When Nano suggested I have Good Smile make my demon figure, I said they didn't even want silver, which is something I heard from another friend. Good Smile is very hard to get work with. She was a much larger creator than me at the time, so I thought my chances of working with them were even smaller. I chose to keep this in, and I'm pointing this out because it's the only time I said anything mean about silver in any of my DMs with anyone. I messaged Nano to tell her we needed to change the artwork on one side of my waifu cup because it was too similar to Silver's. Again with the silver beef. How many pages are we in? We're at 47 pages out of 228. We're not even at the bottom of Nano. Chat, we're not even at the bottom of Nano's document. We're only at 47. And we've already been 3 hours into this shit. The ride never ends, chat. Anyways. Nano, I have to give you a heads up. GamerSub needs us to change the orange art. Is it because of the post issue? Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a doozy. I was just in a call with them to discuss when my cup was being released, along with the artwork similarities between mine and Silver's cups. Since her cup has been in development since December, plus the issue with them potentially releasing so close together, they suggested we change the post with a new piece of artwork before the end of this week. So I wanted to ask you if you think you have the time to do that for me. Said he'd pay you in an expedited fee on top of the commission price. The good news is that we'll still be able to use the first artwork on other kinds of merch and as banners for their booths, not the cup. They also wanted me to ask you if you were paid for the first 2 pieces of artwork. Oh, I could try to change just the arm. It can be an option. But I'm fine doing a new one too. They didn't pay anything yet. They said they prefer a brand new one. So 3 separate pieces. Especially because they want 3 to fill a giant mouse pad. Hey yo. I'll let them know you haven't been paid and Blank should get on that ASAP today. Do you think you'll have time this week to do it? I can do the rushies again. I'll be removing my wisdom teeth tomorrow, but I'm 80% sure it'll be good. Last time I was at least. Nano, don't die trying to art. Nano suggested an artist for a reference sheet, and Red told her that we were holding onto my winter outfit for her to do since she was interested. Oh, by the way, if you want a cool artist for reference sheet, I think Blank is great. Blank did the pyro pubs. We want to work with them again. Yes, I know his work is really good. We could have him design the winter outfit if you'd rather that. Oh, I don't know. I'd like to try. Yeah, we haven't asked him for any new designs because the only new one we have in mind right now is the winter one. And we knew you were interested. So again, then afterwards, Nano asked Red if we could pay for a commission for her and subtract the total from the work she did for us. We've done this multiple times over the years to help her when she needed it, and she'd take the difference off of our commissions. This was while we were at Anime Expo and had just bought a life-size standee of her. So yeah, chat, there's a lot going on here, and a bunch of it is extremely irrelevant to the conversation, but yeah, it's just saying about the new model that's gonna be released and all that good shit, and then the commission that they added. I don't know. There's just a bunch of garbage here that honestly doesn't make any sense. Nano suggested an artist for reference sheet. Wait, no, that we already read that. Okay, this is it. Can you pay me a little? Can you pay me a little commission again? It's a $100 commission, but my shit card can't handle it right now. Yes, as soon as Cinder wakes up. Today is our work day in the hotel. LOL. We bought you. We can just pay the invoice you sent. No, I didn't know you guys weren't home. I can wait till it's good for you. Paying the commission for me will be better if possible. My issue is that my card can't handle the numbers. Cinder sent the pic to me. I was like, wow, they got me taking some air to touch grass. But I was outside because Cinder kidnapped me. Oh my god, my breath. We were like, we need to nano home. Let's bid on her. Now we have to figure out on how to ship you. Oh my god, what is this? What is this wording? I can't read. I was gonna say I can't read brain rot, but this is pretty much before brain rot was a thing. I think. Actually, no, brain rot was a thing before that. I think before all this shit happened, and I think Cinder would be okay with it. We can just take it off our invoice later, so it balances out. Gotta help Mama Nano when we can. I showed Nano that I included her eye symbol in my demon room after my debut, which I've been including in all my major room backgrounds for years. Nano wasn't a tool for Red or I to use. Ninjak, welcome in! Ninjak Prime! We are reading Cinder's 1008 page document, and we're currently at page 49 of 228 in Nano's document. My god, I'm in hell. This is literally what hell looks like, chat. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, we're literally just reading Cinder's apology because nobody has the balls to do it. So that's the reason why we're reading all of this garbage to right now. Because nobody has the balls to do it, so why not I? Know what I mean? Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep reading to see what else do we have here. Also, Ninjak over here, he's my moderator, so yeah. If you guys misbehave in chat, Ninjak will ban your ass, just saying. Your balls are the size of basketballs. Oh, you. They're not that big, my god. I showed Nano that I included her eye symbol in my demon room after my debut, which I've been including in all of my... Yeah, he'll ban you. Don't fuck with Ninjak. He'll ban you if you misbehave. Which I've been including in all my mayor room backgrounds for years. Nano wasn't a tool for Red or I to use. She was someone we both cherished working with. She said she was planning to start on my winter design soon. Not sure if you noticed. Yeah, the little eyeball. I noticed it actually. You're so cute. I fell in love with the lore video and there's a photo of us. You're cute. I love including you in little places because you're a huge part of my journey. I also wanted to ask if you're still able to make a winter design on an outfit on the base 2.0 model for the beginning of next year. Of course. I was planning on working on this design soon actually. Red being telling me about it. You guys are amazing. So, again, this is literally Nano's model. Okay, so yeah, this is literally Nano's model. You can see the eyes here. You can see the eye here. You can see the eye there. This was Cinder's This was Cinder's background, where you can see the different eye that, you know, Nano has. So this is Nano. Pretty cute design. Yeah, pretty cute. And this is the eye. This is the eye that Cinder says. Nano's eye symbol in her first room, which is around here. Nano's eye symbol in the demon room, which is over here. And then there's Nano's eye symbol in the second room, a framed picture with her and her mascot. Before it's questioned, Bao's mascot is on the table because it looks like it's made of glass and filled with liquid. Bao is framed with me and the other closest friends on the wall. So this was pretty much, yeah, this was pretty much all of her friends and stuff at the time. Until Red came along and betrayed all of them. Nah, I'm joking. Oh, look at that. She's even got that bear from freaking Danganronpa. There's the eye again. Nano's eye symbol in the Heaven Cloud room, which is this one. Like, you can see that there's a lot of Nano stuff in her artwork. Not a room background, but Nano was asked to include her own standee of herself in the most recent starting soon screen, which you can see over here, which is circled. And then more conversation. Page 56 out of 228. Chat, help! This is only Nano's section, by the way. We're not even in the other ones yet. And we're only on page 56. What is this about? Okay, so for context, Ninjak, you know the VTuber known as Cinder? So it turns out, yeah, I'll give you a recap. Don't worry about it. So, you know there's a VTuber called Cinder, right? So, oh, you don't know who Cinder is. Well, let me give you a recap. Cinder is a very, very big VTuber, by the way, or at least was. And there's been a lot of beef going on with her. A bunch of stuff that has happened, that apparently she's been manipulating people and all that shit, that she's been betraying people. And apparently she also made a Google Doc that she made an apology, which was pretty scuffed. And yeah, the entire internet is not happy with her, to be honest. I honestly felt in my heart of hearts, I felt that something was off about her, even before all this shit happened. Like, I had that gut feeling. And then, as the moment she released this 1,008-page document, a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm not gonna forgive her. I'm not even gonna read that whole document, because it's like, who the fuck would read 1,008 pages? And that's where this idiot comes along. I decided to do what nobody has the balls to do, which is to read all of the pages. I needed to take a break on DS3 right now, on Dark Souls 3. Yeah, take a break, man. I'm pretty sure that the Nameless King is probably gonna... Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up once you go there. Yeah, DS3 is pretty much Dark Souls 3. But TLDR, it's that big VTuber who did a lot of wrong. She's trying to make it right, but with 1,008 pages of Google Docs, it's just not it. I'm pretty sure that she would have made all of this in a YouTube video and it would have been fine. You're about to eat? Hey, bon appetit. No, don't worry, take your time. Bon appetit, by the way. I have paper on that shit. Oh my god, you do. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's keep going. Brett messaged Nano about Silver asking about a model right away after my demon model debut. Alright, let's keep reading. Hey, Ninjak, thank you so much for the Thank you so much for the lurk. Enjoy your food, by the way. Bon appetit. Also, do not forget that you can put exclamation mark lurk so that I know that you guys are lurking. You died 47 times to the Nameless King. My god, that is determination right there. Which is the same exact shit that I have when I play Undertale. Determination. Just like I have the determination to read all of these 1,008 pages of bullshit. Oh, let's keep reading. Silver Cup out this Friday. We'll post. Yeah, she told me. At least SINDER'S came out first. Yeah, and it's doing so well. Did she have you make a second art piece recently for it? Gold bar racing fast. Yeah, it is. We're gonna get that flavor. I think I made last month or even before that. But man, SINDER'S model called a lot of attention. Blank and Blank messaged me for models. Did she ask you for a new model yet since SINDER'S debut? Oh, lol. Again, take everything that Red says with a grain of salt. Nano mentioned to me that more... stand still! Nano mentioned to me that more people are contacting her for models because of Cinder. Doing it with bow is not easy, plus I already know the dragon patterns, but I waste so much stamina when it comes to second phase. Yeah, Nameless King is pretty rough, man. I can't really blame you there. I was thinking of playing Elden Ring Night Rain, but I don't have any VTubers to collab that game with. Wish I did. I don't even have the game either because, again, I'm literally budgeting. My budgeting skills are not the best. But anyways. Oh, lol. She kind of did, actually. But I'm kind of excited for Blank. Me and Cinder were like, she probably already asked Nano, are you planning to work on another model for her? Or just Blank are new? I think she just got upset about Cinder's figure stealing her figure's thunder. Dude, there's no way. I mean, Cinder's being blasting. She just got it all. Wait, did you tell her no? Did you tell her no? Silver being kind of missing, I think. And not yet, actually. I know it's Cinder's enemy, but still my client. I'm sorry. It's okay. But keep in mind that I love Cinder so much. Okay, let's see what else Red has to say. Oh my god. After I asked Nano told me Silver already asked her for a model after Cinder's Demon debut, which was 3 days before this. When I enthusiastically said, wait, did you tell her no about that model? Nano had the ability to tell me no. Silver was still her client regardless of how it felt about it, which one accepted. That's just business. Her calling Silver Cinder's enemy at the time were her words, not mine. And not how we viewed Silvervale at this time, just someone treating her unfairly. That didn't have all necessary with that too even worse for me because I'm strength build, so hard to do damage even though I'm doing 315 on the head with Lloyd's sword, dexterity ring, and flint rings. Oh yeah. I understand your pain, dude. I understand your pain. Oh my god, it's so horrible. Oh god. You'll beat him. I know you will. You'll beat him. Hey, if I could beat Asgore in Undertale with no healing items, I'm pretty sure you can beat the Nameless King. With horrible odds. Or even the best odds. I don't know. I've never played Dark Souls. I've never played Dank Souls. I have played Elden Ring, though. But yeah, wait. Okay, chat. I need your utmost attention in this right now. After I asked Nano, told me Silver already asked her for a model after Cinder's Demon debut, which was 3 days before this, when I enthusiastically said, wait, did you tell her no about that model? You're gonna play Legend ZA? That's fine. I didn't get Legend ZA because, you know, Nintendo's been doing a bunch of shady shit recently, so that's the reason why I skipped on ZA. And holy shit, I fucking hate Mega Starmie. Okay, sorry about that mini rant. I just really hate Mega Starmie. I hate it so much. When I enthusiastically said, wait, did you tell her no about that model? Nano said the ability to tell me no. And that apparently she called it. Well, the reason why Nano called Silvervale Cinder's enemy is because you fed her with the whole shit and stuff. Thanks for the spoiler. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Lance. Yeah, that was horrible. That was bad from my part, but that is the only mega that I'm gonna spoil. Other than that, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But holy shit, do I hate that mega so fucking much. I hate it so fucking much. I hate him. The moment you meet him, you're gonna see why. You're gonna see why I hate it with a passion. But anyways, where were we? Ah, yes. So, chat. The reason why Nano hates Silver, quote unquote, it's because Red, you've been telling your beef with Cinder you've been telling your beef between Cinder and Silver to Nano. So of course Nano is going to see Silver as the enemy. Luckily for me, I have no enemies, you know? Only inferiors. Alright. More reading. Wait. Wait, chat, why the music stop? DJ, I never told you can stop the music. Anyways, more reading. But I keep in mind that I love Cinder so much. Is she rushing you for a birthday model again? Listen, I just wish she played nice, man. Like, Cinder didn't copy you. Like, Cinder didn't copy you. Stop being like this. Oh no, it's just a new model with the one of the contest outfits, right? I don't see a point. Like, wow, Wolf Girl. So yet another model that was made. We just wanted Silver to get along with Cinder, but we could recognize the way she's always acted towards Cinder. Wait, so okay, what I'm seeing here is that what I'm seeing here is a beef between Cinder and Silver that is never gonna be resolved. Although again, I would love to hear about Cinder's whole situation about this, because honestly, this is what the fuck. Honestly, I want to know everyone's look on the situation. I want to know everyone's point of view, but unfortunately, I'm not getting any of that from the looks of it. All right, let's keep going. What do we have? Deeper and deeper. Going deeper into the abyss, chat. Just saying. So just Blank are the new babies right now. Blank isn't confirmed yet, but Blank is. Oh, okay. I thought Blank was working on her own new model. She is, but seems to be too busy to keep on that. Oh, I'm glad everyone's interested in working with you. You deserve the attention, and I hope your own VTubing is going good. Cinder still wants to collab. I'm having existential crisis over VTubing. You've been doing good though. What the hell? I don't know, I just be like that. How is your new design coming? Oh, and I guess we can start working on Cinder's winter design whenever you want, lol. Make sure you save time for new Cinder stuff too, with Blank and Silver and everything else you do. My new model, going a bit slow, not gonna lie. Also, don't worry, didn't confirm anything with Silver yet. I think Cinder and Silver will always be fighting for your work behind the scenes. What's up with your new model? Oh, no big deal. Just taking my time to work on it. Can I post the 2.0 Cinder art too? I'm okay waiting the actual debut though. I think it'd be better to wait to post the 2.0 art. But you can post a demon artwork. So, a bunch of this is a whole lot of nothing, chat. So, again, extremely irrelevant. And again, we're literally at page 60. Oh my god, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That only leads to another tunnel. Me saying I think Cinder and Silver will always be fighting for your work behind the scenes is the first instance of me implying we would eventually be competing directly with anyone. Honestly, I would not be mad if a person wants their model first, to be honest. So it's like, you know what? Just do their model first. I don't care. I can wait. If they got full priority and first come first serve, it's fair. So I get it. I think it'd be better. We already read that. I think no problemo. Is there a set date for 2.0? We're gonna do Cinder's birthday, but it's probably going to be early October. Just a lot we have to take care of before that debut. Oh shit, hope it's nothing bad. All I know, Cinder is a non-stop opportunity machine. We have some problems going on and things we need to fix. And just some drama getting to us. But yeah, it's non-stop crazy things. Again, read a bunch of shit you should not be saying. Man, no more drama. We have a little break with new things to the 2.0 debut, but still have to advertise gamer subs and the bikini figure until then. Yeah. May I know what's up? Kind of like to gossip. Drama with some friends when we were traveling. Just people not acting very nice and being kind of two-faced. And now Silver stuff getting to us since we didn't plan for her things to be releasing so close to ours. And now Silver stuff getting to us since we didn't plan for her to for her things to be releasing so close to ours. I'll slap you about silver stuff. It's whatever, I guess. Forget about her, I swear. So you guys can tell even Nano is tired of hearing about Silver Veil. Yeah. I was looking at numbers yesterday. Cinder literally has the same view numbers as Silver now. Cinder Supremacy. Almost as many, but it's not really what I think. Like, really close. I think it's more like wanting her to recognize Cinder. I'm sorry if you guys hear coughing, so yeah, that's on my end. That's literally the neighbors coughing. Yes, they can still be heard from here, from the deepest circle of hell, apparently. Even though it literally doesn't matter. I was reading red part over here. I feel like there is this unspoken competition between them. Like they need to one up each other because Silver can't get along. But I also understand her point of view. A new VTuber who people say looks, sounds, and acts like you becomes just as successful as you in a year. If she didn't recognize Cinder as an equal or a friend, then it will be like she's endorsing her copy, or like I've seen some people say, her replacement. They share a lot of the same audience too. So we have to fight for their wallets with our cups and figures. Lol. We did undercut Silver's figure though. I mean, I think Cinder is winning considering her goal for the cosplay. True. That was insane. Like at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we make compared to her. We just want her to recognize, hey, Cinder's a big VTuber too. She got there on her own merits, just like you did. Get along. And the marketing potential and money they could make if they team up. I just know anything we do, she's watching and will take from or try to do. Oh my god. You know, the spinning figure we have on stream. Silver's figure was announced on Wednesday. No spinning figure. Cinder debut Saturday. Everyone hears about it. Figure announced. Spinning figure on screen with figure right next to it. Silver stream yesterday. First stream since Cinder debut. Guess what? Spinning figure. So this is then Red saying. Let me see what Red says. I said we were fighting for Cinder and Silver's shared audience, wallets with our cups and figures. Because Cinder and Silver's first waifu cups dropped a week apart on July 15 and July 21, and their scale figures a month apart on July 15 and August 12. We undercut Silver's figure by having an earlier release date than her to avoid Cinder being accused of copying her again. We wanted Silver to at least be on good terms with Cinder. Anyone could see the potential success they'd have working together, including the money they could make. So apparently they're competing for people's wallets and shit. Okay, again, as a manager, horrible mentality. What you should be fighting for is for the well-being of both VTubers. Honestly, if a bunch of fans are saying that one is the copy of the other, maybe if the both of them got along from the start, they would not see each other as copies of the other. And on top of that, you know, people would maybe want to collab with them. Yeah, if they both wanted to collab, yes, you could earn the money, but at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's about the connections that you make, you know? It's about viewer and VTuber. Like the money comes after. That still matters. Like the monetary shit, that comes after. But the most important thing about a VTuber, in my opinion, is always going to be that. It's always going to be the connection between VTuber and viewer, you know? It's always going to be that. So, honestly, money should not be the one thing they focus on, especially when it comes to competing. Like just because a cup sold more than the other, honestly, it should not be like, hey, we did better than this person because our cup sold more. Yeah, you did better, but the question is, do you actually do better? Because if this would, honestly, it would be way better if both of them collabed, because both communities could merge into one, and then when one goes online, the other rates the other, and vice versa, and the community itself gets bigger. You know what I'm saying? So that thing that beef that they had, completely unnecessary. Red telling Nano about the beef, completely unnecessary and extremely unprofessional. So again, no VTuber manager should share beef between both VTubers and stuff. Ninja, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Hope you enjoyed your food. I was just telling you guys in chat about the importance of VTuber collabs and when VTubers working together instead of having a beef with each other. What did you eat, by the way? I'm curious. What did you eat? I swear to God, if you say something good, I'm probably gonna be starving for the next hour or so. Yeah. But yeah, chat. TLDR. I suggest making more. I suggest collabing more than having beef. For your heath, I won't say. Ah, come on. All right. You know what? Fair enough. But let's continue. July 20th. Red complimented Nano's work she did for Silver and told her I wanted Nano everything. Oh, you were eating beans and rice. Nice. Wait. And chicken and fries? Ah, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I haven't had rice and beans for a while. The last thing I had was rice with corned beef. Pretty good though. Alright, let's keep reading, chat. Red's complimented Nano's work she did for Silver, and I told her I wanted Nano everything. So here is the part that honestly I feel that amplified the rivalry between Silver and Cinder to unhealthy levels. When Cinder told Red that, oh yeah, I want everything to be Nano. Oh, I don't want anybody else but Nano. The question is, if Nano decided not to do art for VTubers anymore, what would she do? She would have to get somebody else at that time. Chat. By the way, we're already at page... What page is this? 62. No, 64, my bad. We're already at page 64. 64 out of 228. Alright, let's keep reading. We got a lot to do. We got a long way to go. Oh, 65? Never mind. Wait, is it actually 65? No, it's 64. Yeah, it's page 64. Look at that. Yeah, it's literally 64. This one is gonna be page 65 soon. Alright, let's see what else we got. She's got the personality, and I run the brand. Branding is important. Oh, and you did a good job with Silver's art. She's lucky to have you. Every now and then I check on Blank and she's always dying. She's lucky to have you. Okay, what else we got? Now we're at page 65, I assume. No, we're still in 64. Because she doesn't have a dude like you. I forgot the name. I hope I can make the color cups for Cinder one day. They did take a long time to render the art though. From what I remember, I don't think GamerSubs was too happy doing the full art cup. But if it sells well, they'll absolutely do more. Cinder literally wants Nano everything. Clone yourself so we can have a Nano. Adopt me, please. Did she ask you about illustrating a doujin? Oh no. Oh no. We were in talks with some people and we brought up your name, so we'll see what happens. She didn't mention it. If this ever happens, let me know, like ASAP, so I won't die doing it. But having another artist is fine. I know she'll pick a good one. I will. Maybe just for the cover. Easier on you, I don't know. Yes. Can it be two? But we can start working on anything when you have time to. I can start designing Winter Cinder. Is there any base ideas? We can send you some ideas in the server soon. Sure, love Nano. This is August 10th. Now we're at page 65, chat. For real this time. Red discussed plans with Nano that she was interested in doing and gave her priority before bringing plans to any other artist. We ultimately decided to wait until Nano was ready to make my winter outfit like it had been discussed with her all year. The blank message shown below was an animated emote on a frame that didn't show us anything. Okay. Nano, red. Sorry, I know you're streaming. We're going to apply to get the winter outfit designed by blank. That way, you don't have as much on your plate right now if you're doing a lot. If it's accepted, we're thinking about doing. Excuse me, my bad. We're thinking about doing a comfy gamer girl. Okay, pajama outfit design. Next that we can work on you. Although we have a few more ideas we could do too. I just wanted to let you know since you were interested. It's okay, don't worry. Blank does great designs. You do great designs too. I'm fine working on the comfy gamers instead though. But if you were really excited to design the winter, you can do it. The winter one, you can do it, my bad. We just didn't want to overwhelm you with stuff if we're taking a lot of work lately. I applied for them to design my characters, so we figured while they were open, we should apply for them to do something for Cinder. And there's the blank emote. I mean, I'm excited, but blank will deliver the goodies for sure. So there's an unrelated conversation between the messages. I don't know if we should. I think, you know what? We're gonna read the conversation. Whatever. I mean, it's still relevant. So everything that is here, as irrelevant as it is, at the very least connects the dots to something else. Because at the very least, from all of these pages that we've read, I know that there's a beef between Silver and Cinder. That just makes me ask the question, why? For what reason? I mean, I'm excited. Oh, and if you have any ideas for Cinder outfit you think you could make, besides a winter ice and comfy gamer, we're thinking of pirate, rockstar, heaven hound ghost, and bringing the bikini of the 2.0 model. Are any of these more exciting to you than ice? Because we can give blank one of these, and you do ice. I talked to Cinder and we want to give you priority with whatever you want to work on. I think the seasonals should come first, so she can have a fit for all year. Yes. Them the specials. There's another, again, unrelated conversation between messages, but we're just gonna read it anyways. I'll hold a bit on the winter Cinder a bit, since we will wait for blank. For what? He wasn't going to make the winter fit. We didn't apply it for it, so you can do it. That's why I said if there's any other outfits in that list you want to do, then tell me so we can have him make something else. Go apply. I thought you did already. No, you're Pika Loco. No, dummy. I was talking to Nano less. Okay. I'm good working on it anyways, but still, feel free to have blank working on anything. I don't mind. I'm just one little guy anyway. I think you do a really good job with it. August 29. Almost 3 weeks later, Red checked with Nano on my winter outfit since she was working on a new model, but I assured her it was okay that she hasn't started yet. Hey Nano, I just want to check with you on Cinder's stuff, since I saw you're doing blank model now. Sorry, didn't start it yet. That's why I told you I was okay to have it with blank. I'll see if I can get the first skeletons. Oh, Ninja, thank you for the lurk. But yeah, we have the lurk command if in case any of you want to lurk. That way you guys let me know you're lurking. Exclamation lurk. I should put it on my titles. But yeah, it'll be a little cramped sometimes. I don't know, that's what I think. But yeah, thank you for the alert, Ninjak. If you don't mind, if you don't have time right now, don't worry about it getting to it yet. We haven't started anything with Blank yet, and are waiting for him to be done with other things too. So maybe whoever's ready first. What is this? 9. Okay, September 22nd, 2023, September 24th, 2023. About a month later, Nano asked Red for us to find someone else to do my winter model art due to her workload. Red offered to push the model art back since we had no one else in mind to do it. We wanted to prioritize model work with Nano over the GamerStop's artwork Red asked her about. Nano did the artwork in October and started my winter model in November. So pretty much what this is saying is that you're pushing Nano to do the winter model. Bruh. Nano, do you still want to do Cinder's Gamer Subs flavor art? Yeah. They want to make a group chat with us and start is soon. So it's ready to go. And they want to start on a second cup idea. Ooh, nice. I do need some info on that. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. Do you guys mind commissioning someone else for the winter outfit? I mean, for the model art. If you guys prefer having me doing it, it's fine too. Not the design. I can talk to Cinder about it. We can't make you work on it if you don't want to. Oh no, it's not like I don't want. It just would ease my work a bit right now. That's why I don't mind doing it if she prefers me. I don't think we have anyone else to do it. But if we need to push it back further for you, that's okay. I can make this work out. Nano, if you think you're taking on too much, we can give you the new Gamer Subs projects to someone else. No, I want to make the tub art. Okay, you can. You just don't want. Wait. Okay, you can, just don't want. Oh, wait, just don't want to overload yourself with projects. I know it's probably hard to turn down working on everything you get approached about. So it's like again, I really do not like Red's behavior because it's like he's pushing her to work on the mod on the projects itself because he keeps saying I don't want to push you. Oh, I don't want to push you doing this. I don't want to push you doing this. You're still pushing her to do that, bro. What the fuck? That is fucked up. That is very fucked up. The fact that he keeps pushing her to literally just keep doing that. It's just fucked, dude. October 9th, October 12th. I messaged Nano about my projects and tried to make them easier for her to do. Just so I do not overwork her. If I were to work with Nano someday, which I wish I would only make her do 2 projects. And that will be on VTubers. That will only be VTuber models. Okay, maybe an artwork, but again, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, no artist should feel pressured for having multiple projects and stuff, you know? Okay. Yeah. Chat, we are currently on page 70 of 228 on the Nano list section. And keep in mind, we still got more to go. We still got a whole lot to go. Hi Nano, I haven't heard from you in a bit and wanted to see if you still wanted to work on my winter design. Again with the winter design, my god. Gamersoft flavor art and next cup artwork. If you have too much on your plate, I can always find someone else to do them. I just need to know soon because I really want to get these done as soon as I can. Hey, I really wanted to work on the flavor art though. I wanted to work on all of it, not gonna lie. I can do gamer sub stuff if we can have the winter fit for someone else. I like what you have for the winter design so far. So I wouldn't want someone else to change it and finish it for you. I just haven't had any updates for you from you in a while, so I wasn't sure if you still wanted to work on it. I can have Red send you his ideas for the flavor art though, if you want to start that. I think he said he had something in mind already, but I want to get both of these done ASAP. Again, more pressure for Cinder. Ah, sorry, I wasn't home in the past few days. Honestly, my biggest issue with Winterfit is you want all arm toggles to work within. I think I have 6 right now. Would I have to get rid of some? Yes, especially because there's the code and no code. Would be 12 arms. What if we get rid of the crossed arms, arms on hips, and hands on face toggles with the code on? That will bring it down to 9 arms. I would appreciate it. If that works for you, it works for me. If that works for you, it works for me. Okay, same conversation. I'll finish my current model and work on your stuff right after. Sounds good. Finish my current work. We'll start yours next week. It'll be away this weekend. By the way, any of these work can be streamed? Oh, okay. Thank you, Nano. I rather you not stream the winter outfit, but you can stream the gamer subs art as long as it doesn't say gamer subs anywhere and you don't say exactly what it is. So yeah, a bunch of all of this stuff, a bunch of all of this merchant stuff, this is extremely secretive. So yeah, it is extremely secretive and it's not often talked about, you know. So yeah, usually it's kept behind the scenes until it there's the right moment to actually bring it up. Okay, so November 17th, 2023. Red asked Nano about her current projects. We're thinking about model plans with another artist at this time because of Nano's busy schedule lately. Although nothing ended up coming of it. This is when Red allegedly manipulated Nano and forced her to wait. This is when Red allegedly manipulated Nano and forced her to cancel Silver Veil's model. Not allegedly, which again, counter argument, manipulated Nano to cancel the model. Hey Nano, do you have a lot of models lined up still? Quite a few. Is it for the project? I also need feedback on the outfit changes, so I might change the toggles too. No, not for the project. I was just wondering. I know you were working on Blank and Silver, and Blank said you'll be working with Blank soon. I'll go get to the feedback now. It's pretty much like this for now. So yeah, she had a lot of people on the wait list and a bunch of models that she was working on. Oof. My oof reaction in the screenshot was due to the number of projects she had on her to-do list, not about who was on it. This was for the first time I had seen Nano will be working with Bao on a model. Oh, okay. So he was basically saying oof because Bao was part of the wait list. Huh. But this is pretty much one commission every month, which means I can always put Cinder stuff in between easy. Okay. Do you know what kind of model Bao wanted from you yet? Like, is it normal whale or is there a theme? And I thought you were talking to Blank about a model. She wants a big mommy Bao. Like Blank. I was about to say, not the Bowberry. So like a lore outfit. Blank model is done for a while too. Oh, lol. I mean, maybe it's a good thing we ended up reaching out to another artist about a model with how about you'll be doing. Started the rigging. So the thing about the history right now between Red right now is that Red has a huge beef with Bao. And he saw Bao as competition. And literally, like, we're not talking about friendly competition, by the way, chat. We're talking like the unhealthy type of competition, the one that will put people at each other's throats. That's the type of competition that Redacted, which is Red, saw Bao as. I was asking questions about Bao's design here to find out if it will be compatible with Boss Rush's theme, like a lore outfit. Boss Rush was only an idea, between me and Cinder at the time, but we knew what the concept will eventually be, just not who would be included. All right, chat. It is already 9 p.m. and we have read quite a lot of the document here. We have read 73 out of 228 pages. Last time, we already read 19 pages, so here's what I'm gonna do. So since we already read 19 pages, we just have to add 73. So in total, chat, let's see. Chat, we've only read 92 pages and it's already been 2 streams. We got a long way to go, chat. We've got a long ass way to go. So I'm just gonna place this number here so that you guys know exactly how many pages we've read. And that'll be it for tonight's stream, chat. We have read quite a lot tonight, and actually, I won't lie, I'm gonna need a break from all this reading. But yeah, this is where we at right now. We're literally in hell because of the hell that Cinder put us through by making us read this fucking shit. My god. And because I decided to challenge myself to read this whole document. But do not go anywhere, chat, because you guys know what time it is. It's time for Raid a Streamer, the section of the stream where we raid another streamer. And that is exactly what we are going to do. I wish that one of the streamers that was associated with I honestly wish that one of the streamers associated with her appeared online right now so we could raid him. Assuming that they can't even be rated to begin with, so let's see here. Actually, I wonder if Silverveil is online. I don't think she is. No, she's not. She is. Was she even live? I don't think she was either. No, she is not. Yeah, she was not. And it's weird because it's so weird because the thing about Silverveil is that there's been beef between Silver and Cinder because of the fact that they sound similar, because of the fact that a lot of shit happened, and all that other garbage that I don't want to get into. How about Spite? Yeah, I want to see if Spite is also online. Also not online, which again, yikes. A lot of these VTubers are not online, which again, it's pretty bad, pretty bad, because I wanted to rate them to hear their own opinions. All right, chat. Let's see. Okay, chat. I did found a VTuber that we can raid. Hopefully they accept raids so that I can blast you guys towards them. Let's see if they accept raids. I mean, again, highly doubtful, but it's not gonna stop us. Let's see. Search live channels to raid Bao. Let's raid Bao. Assuming she accepts raids to begin with. I don't think she will, but soft model, reacting my anime, he was actor. Oh, she's being a voice actor right now. That's pretty cool. Okay, chat. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're not in the Bao section yet, but I feel that we should. You know what? We should hold on for now. We're not gonna raid Bao yet. Not yet, chat. Not yet. As much as I wish, we're not in that position to raid her yet. So I gotta take you guys somewhere else. I gotta find somebody else to raid. Chat, do you guys have any VTuber suggestions? Any VTubers that you guys want to raid tonight? Any VTuber at all? Any VTuber that you guys want to raid, I'm open to raid them right now. If we do not find any of the VTubers that I know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any of the... You know what? Fuck it. We'll just raid somebody random. Who do we raid? Who to raid? Who to raid? Let me see if I know there's a VTuber that follows me on social media, but I don't remember what her name was. Let me see if I can find her, chat. I know it was something Novali. Navali. Let me see if Navali is online. Lil Navali. Huh, that's strange. Her channel is not shown. Maybe she hasn't posted in a while. Or maybe she's not online. That also could be a factor. That moment when you're having difficulties finding a streamer to raid at the end of the stream, chat. That's so funny. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do, chat. We're gonna find the first VTuber we see. And that is related to whatever the fuck we're doing. Actually, no. That would be way too niche. Similar or smaller size? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's just do that. Not the ones we're following, though. No, I said not the ones we're following. Jesus Christ. Somebody at all. We can always raid Bao, but again, I really don't want to raid Bao yet. How long is it for the Bao to show up? Oh, it's literally after Nano. My God. Okay, chat. So the Bao situation is literally gonna be after Nanos is done, dude. Wow. Okay, chat. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's literally what we're. Why is my screen all the way? Yeah, my screen in my phone got kind of fuggy. So I'm just gonna close my phone screen and then go back on it. Yeah, I'm having difficulties rating someone, chat. So, chat, who do you guys suggest? Who do you guys suggest we raid? Because I'm having issues on who to raid. Someone, anybody. Any suggestions you guys give in chat, I will take them and I'll raid somebody. Whoever you guys want. You don't know? That's fine. We'll just have to raid somebody. It doesn't matter who. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do it. Fuck it. We're gonna do it. I'm not sure if we can raid her. I'm not sure if we can. But we're gonna try. If it says that she does not accept raids, then we're severely fucked. But we're gonna have to see. Holy shit, she accepts raids. Holy shit, she accepts raids. The question is she going to see our the question is she going to see our raid? Like, is she going to see our raid? That is the question. So we're gonna have to wait and see. So yeah, let me just give her a follow. And I will see you guys later on Monday to continue the pacifist run for Undertale. And yeah, I will see you guys on Friday to continue this madness. Bye!